What's up, Brenda? How's it going? I just went live on Paul's. I don't know where he's at and what he's doing. So I have no idea. He hasn't tried to call me or anything like that. He did fly this morning. If you go to Stream Time Live about four hours or so ago, and he was down there flying. Once I don't, it was about 7:30 or so. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing, Brenda. I haven't heard anything from him. He hasn't tried to call me or anything like that. Everybody else texted me, but he hasn't. So, not sure what's going on there. And honestly, I just got up like probably 20 minutes ago, 20, 30 minutes ago. So I slept in today. What's up, Joe?
Quiet.
Paul didn't try to call me at all today. Do I? Can you hear us? Hello, Joe.
Okay. Okay.
Ah, no, he didn't try to call me at all this morning. I just got up like 30
Well,
minutes ago, dude. I slept in late today.
yeah, I figured you were lazy.
Yeah, it was dark as shit in my room, man.
Well, I went back and looked, and
I
at
thought it was early
7:30,
morning.
he flew a ship. And when he was bringing the drone down, I thought he went in the water, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I went and rewatched it. He didn't crash it. It
The
was
way
he
it was
landed.
coming down, though, instead of it just coming down, he was going like this with the drone every 3 feet. I thought it was spinning. And I went back and looked at it real slow, and he brings it down about 2 feet at a time, like this. And I don't understand that. Well, he's been flying too long to be doing stupid shit like that. Because that'll knock your props off too if you start doing crazy shit like that. And but the only thing I'm thinking is that he started editing and he got frustrated editing and he just gave up, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But either that or he's got computer problems or his electricity got cut off or Dylan got out the hospital and came back and maybe attacked him for stealing his underwear or something like that. You know, you never know.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her.
You know, we
Well,
all
it's
need
a,
to
he
find
he
better
didn't
things to do.
he didn't call me or anything. So I don't know. Everybody always messages me, asks me where Paul. I don't know. I know
He's
about
the
as
one
much
you
as
go.
y'all do.
He always goes to you. You know, as soon as you drop off, he closes because You can't be
Yeah,
on.
but
You can't not be on the stream if you're not there.
yeah, but if he called me at
Hey,
like
Brenda,
7 o'clock this morning, I probably
Joel.
wouldn't have answered anyway. Dude, I could not fall asleep last night, dude. I was laying in the bed, and next thing I know, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "Fuck, dude," and I was just having such trouble going to sleep. And I ended up being up till almost 4:30 before I finally fell asleep.
Yeah.
So I didn't
I
get
took
very much
that
sleep
pill.
last night.
By the time I got back, remember I told you I had to go because I took that pill.
Mhm.
I got up, walked to the back. When I went to get in the back, I was taking my compression socks on. I was getting dizzy. It was that fast. That 5 milligram hit me.
Oh yeah.
I laid down in bed and I tried to turn on the thing to watch a couple of things, and I couldn't even do that.
Hey, you fucking broke that time release, dude, because that pill should have never kicked in that quick.
It's 20
If
minutes.
that, no, I'm saying an average pain pill though usually will take about 45 minutes to kick in.
Well, that one
'Cause it's
sucked. It hit
time.
me at 20 minutes.
But if you break it in half and you break that time release, it gets in your body real quick.
Don't say that too loud because then the expert from the UK will come in and tell me I was wrong. Yeah. But I don't know what's going on with him. We need to find a way to get access to his house cameras because it could be anything. It could Boone could have got out. He could be chasing Boone down,
I
or like I
said I have
said,
no
he could
idea.
have got back. He could be out in the garage on the ground without his phone. I don't know. It's a shame that we get so dependent on him coming on, and then when he doesn't come on, he doesn't let anybody know why he's not coming on. It's like.
Yeah, if you would have called me this morning, I probably wouldn't have answered, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was I
Well,
was
he didn't
so
call
tired.
me. What's up, Ed? If you come on, I'll show you something new. It's like I don't know. I got a bright sunshiny day. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Ed,
go
what's up,
fly.
man?
I'm going to fly today because I have to take my three. I didn't want to take the 360 today. I was going to
Uh,
just fly the Air 3S around, right? But I'm gonna take the 360 and I'm going to see, he heard me. See, and then I
uh,
got a shooting D-log with the 360 because I want to try something.
Joe, what happened? Why are we late?
We have no
we don't.
idea.
We none of us know. All just now
Paul
you
flew
got.
at 7:20 his time this morning. A ship brought it back, and then I haven't seen. He hasn't flown anything since. Let me go look up. I had Port Yard. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen
went and
anything
looked
else
at
today.
it a little while ago, and he flew and landed and everything all right, and then he left, and then that was it. And,
Well, he had another ship go through just now. I think. Let me go back and look. Let me see. No, no drone. No, no. Let me see what the next ship, last ship
Anybody
was.
thought of ringing him?
I haven't.
I actually just had gotten up, dude, and everybody was messaging me. I was like, I don't know any idea what's going on.
I don't know why they message you. You know nothing anyway. Jeez.
I don't. Everybody always messages me asking me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. I know as much as you guys do what Paul's doing half the time.
The last ship
I
that
do.
went through at 10:04 his time. Okay, that's the last ship that I see going through. Let me see.
Paul is Mia. What?
Missing in action. Missing in action. That's what he meant. Paul and Justin are missing in action.
Oh, some reason when she wrote that, I was thinking the dog Mia. I was like, what
Yeah,
you mean
I
by
thought of
that?
that at first too.
I was like, what?
Then the military had to kick in. They had to think about it. No, Paul's not down there right now. And the last ship was at an hour and a half ago.
And he wasn't down there.
No, he's not down there. He wasn't down there an hour and a half ago.
All right.
This is what
Somebody
I'm
ring.
thinking. I'll be honest with you. If y'all paid attention yesterday, because I
Hold
pay
on.
attention.
Let
He
me call.
uh he at he took 2.5 hours to to edit two ships yesterday. It took him 2 hours to edit the first one. So he could still be editing that ship because I don't because he hadn't flown in a while. I just don't remember what he's doing. You
No, I'm
know.
not calling right now and see if he answers. 3 rings, nothing.
Maybe he's being held hostage or something.
I don't know. He's not answering, and his voicemail box ain't set up, so he doesn't use that.
So this is my thing. If he comes on later today, none of us need to go on. Let him worry about us.
I don't know. Yeah, he's not answering the phone, so
Oh God, Ed's in the chat. Hey Ed, how you doing?
not unless he had some kind of emergency, I guess. We
That's-
just don't know about it because the problem is Paul don't have anybody that's like around him on a daily basis
Yeah,
in
no.
person that we talk to. So it's not like Lynn or any of them hanging around him
Well,
anymore.
no,
So
he pissed Lynn off, didn't he?
Yeah,
that's
he
what I'm
pissed
saying.
Lynn off. He
So it's
pissed
not like we
Hodges
have.
off. He
If
pissed
she
Lynn
used to
off.
have access to his cameras, I don't think she does anymore. But
She
No.
don't. I asked
she
her
told me,
about. She
yeah,
don't.
she told me a while back she didn't have.
I wish she'd have
access
gave
to
you
it.
access to it or me access to it, because it would have been a good thing to have, just in case. Although there were some things I probably didn't want to see.
It would have turned into a live show. Everybody
would've.
watching it like a TV show. What's he going to do today?
Well, she sent me. She sent me one time. She sent me. He was putting his shirt in the washing machine, right? And he was shirtless, and he looked like a plumber leaning over. I
Jay.
said, "Don't send me that anymore, please."
TJ, just nip round to Paul's and see what's happening.
He's
Ed,
farther away
no.
from Paul than I am.
The last time I saw that much of a moon, it was a guy in Pizza Hut when he was washing the dishes, and I fired him the next day. And I was thinking, how can I fire this guy? Because I don't want to see that again. And he didn't show up for work, so I fired him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody,
Doesn't Jim live near him?
An hour
Jim's
away.
about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes away.
Ooh,
He's not that close.
I thought it was like half an hour away.
The closest ones to him are going to be Nunya and Tim, the other Tim.
Well,
They're the
Yeah.
two closest. They're like within 30 minutes of Paul. They're really close to him. But I don't talk to either one of them off of YouTube, so I don't know how to get a hold of either one of them too.
Same.
Now, I know Nunya would go over there in a heartbeat and check on him.
yeah, he could be in his backyard with his phone on his desk, and he could have fell down because he was chasing Boone, and the
Let's hope
squirrels are
it's
eating
not that.
him.
That's what I'm
so-
worried about. I'm worried that something's happened to him and nobody knows.
Yeah,
Or he
I'm
could
waiting for
be
the
out
next
doing
ship to
something. I
see.
don't know.
He could be.
It's possible, he could be out running errands for his, what do you want to call it, tenant upstairs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but normally that's normally like half an hour.
He usually does
Or
something.
maybe his tenant had an emergency. I have no fucking
It's
clue.
2.5 hours late.
And nobody's called Hodges or anybody about police calls out front anymore. So there ain't nothing going on there that anybody knows of.
Well, Hodges would know about as much as we do. So,
Hey Logan, what's up?
and if anybody's curious, I tried calling Paul in the chat, and he did not answer. So, if anybody else has his number that would like to try to give him a call, more
You
than
can
welcome
always
to.
call. You can always call the PD and ask for a wellness check. Tell me he's missing in
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, but the only problem though is if Paul's inside and they can't see him, they're not going to go inside the house.
Maybe you got to
On
knock
a
on the
wellness
door.
check, they might.
Now they can't enter a house unless they hear distress within the house.
Or they look
Or-
inside and see him on the ground.
Yeah, they'd have to be able to
Yeah, but-
visibly see him.
I could it.
Now,
You,
a family member
from-
with a key
whoa, whoa,
could
whoa,
come
whoa.
over and let the cops in if they
you
want.
see, that's the other thing as well. The tenant has access to the house, so doing a wellness
I don't
check.
have her number neither.
We need to get her number.
No, but if the tenant has access to his property, then they can do a wellness check and they will notice the flat upstairs and go and knock on. So whoever makes the call to make them aware that the tenant upstairs has access.
Well, the only other thing, and this is the simplest thing right here. Like I said, I watched the way he took that drone down, the way it was going a foot at 2 feet at a time. The only thing that could have happened is he came down and when he was landing, he did the same thing and busted it up, and he's all pissed off because he was really erratic, bringing that thing into land. You know, and
If anybody's
I
got,
guarantee if he crashed that drone right there in front of him and tore it all up, he's probably pissed at the world.
well, if anyone's got his address, wellness check is probably the best option. It's either that or Boone's having Paul for dinner tonight.
That's what I was thinking too. I didn't want to say that. I think the squirrels are added into it, all of them together. And there's no ships coming down right now, so I'm waiting to see if a ship comes in and see if Paul winds up out there, you know. Something could have happened to him on the way home. He hasn't posted that ship, if you notice.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I'm concerned about. The fact that he hasn't posted that ship yet. So the detective in me is saying something happened between the time he left till the time he got home, and he hasn't posted that ship. And like I said, unless the drone went in the water, you know, he would have posted that ship by now.
All right, figured it out.
What?
Paul has fallen and has been sitting there for the last 2-3 hours stuck, and his tenant is calling 911 now.
Are you serious?
Because
Where he
I
fell?
forgot I actually had her number in my phone.
Where he fell?
In his house. So
he's
I just got
getting the
off the
help.
phone. I called her. I said, "Hey, is this Tanya from upstairs?" She goes, "Yeah, who's this?" I said, "Justin." I said, "I'm the one that helps Paul with all his online stuff." I said, "The one on YouTube." I said, "I don't know if you've heard of me, but my name's Justin." I said, "I'm just trying to get a hold of Paul. He hasn't gotten a hold of anybody all day, and he was down at the water flying at 7:30 this morning, and nobody's seen him on camera since or any of her phone." She goes, "Oh, I'll go down and check on him, no problem." She goes, "If you ever think something's going on, just give me a call and I'll go down and check on him." I said, "Okay." And then she's like, "Just stay on the phone and I'll be down there in just a second." She opened the door and I heard Paul say, "I've fallen." And then she told me, she goes, "I have to call 911. He fell. It looks like he's been sitting for a while." I said, "All right, just let me know what's going on." I hung up. So
He didn't have his phone on him? Guess
I'm
not, huh?
assuming, no, if he did, I'm sure he would have called 2 hours ago when he fell. So
So he
at least we
probably fell
know,
when he got in the house.
at least we know what's going on.
Well,
I mean, he sounded okay from what I could hear him talking in the background. He didn't sound like he was like, just sound
well,
like he
hope he
was
didn't
saying
break
like he
anything.
sound like he's just been sitting there and he just couldn't get up. So yeah, it just happened just now, Randy. I just called his tenant. I completely forgot I had. I don't even know how the fuck I got her number, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't remember how. I don't know if Paul gave it to me at one point or
Okay, I have a
I
thing
have
for you,
no idea.
Paul. I mean, I'm calling you Paul. Damn, might as well. You know, Justin, I have a project for you. You need to get his cameras. You need to get access to his cameras.
I'll talk to him when
Tell him you
he.
need access to his cameras, so if something like this shit happens, we could check on him.
Yeah, I did. I don't. I'll have to talk to him if he whenever he's back on again. See if he'll let me get access to him. Because that's about that and his bank account are the only two things I don't have control of at this point.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't even know how I got it, Brenda. I don't remember because some reason I have. You know what it was? I wonder when I synced with Paul's Google accounts, it downloaded a bunch of his numbers to my phone that he had. I wonder if that's what it was. It came from the cloud somewhere. Because I'm looking through my contacts and I got a bunch of numbers in here and names that I have no idea who
Be
these
honest,
people
doesn't
are.
really matter. It's just lucky you did.
Like, how did I get Sam Hayden's number? I've never had his number. Skip, I have his number. I never had his number. So at some point, I must have connected to one of his accounts, and it downloaded all his contacts to my phone. Because there's quite a few numbers in here. I've never had any of those people's numbers.
Wish I knew that was an option when I had access to your Google.
I even have Lynn's number, and I've never had her number.
Yeah. Did you hear
Yeah,
that,
I was-
Justin?
What?
I said I wish I knew that was an option when I had access to your Google.
That's the only thing I can think of how I got all Paul's contacts. It has to have been because I'm linked to his Google accounts.
Yep.
And he uses that new account for all his phone
Paul,
stuff. So
Paul
that's the only
has a
thing.
life alert device. He won't use it because the battery's dead,
Well,
and
he
he's
was,
got to pay for it.
yeah, it's a monthly charge for it. He didn't want to pay for it.
That's why he carries his phone around his neck everywhere he goes, except for this time.
Either that
He might have just left Boone. I'll put the thing down and fell on the way back.
Well, you don't
Or
know
it's-
if he's fallen and the phone has gone off in a different direction.
Yeah, or he could have broke the phone too.
Or he's sat on it.
Oh, Lord help me.
Justin's been ringing, he's going, ooh.
I'm thinking the phone was obviously still on because it didn't go straight to voicemail. It was ringing.
Yeah, it was buzzing,
So-
right? It was buzzing, and he was thinking, "Man, I haven't felt it move in years."
Oh God.
Oh, dear.
That was y'all got to admit that was funny as shit though.
No, just the thought of it was nasty.
No. It wasn't funny as shit. That was disturbing.
Yeah, a little disturbing.
Yeah, he needs to change his diet so he can get his ass off the floor.
Paul, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're at Paul's age, dude, whatever you're doing, fuck it, just keep doing it. Not like you're gonna squeeze that many more years out of yourself.
Now, I'll admit this. If I lay down on the floor with the dogs, I got to roll over and push myself up to get up. Once I get to a position where I can use my legs, I can get up easy.
Like if you're Paul's age, then by all means, if you feel like you want to better yourself and do that, and you got the motivation, do it because you do it. You're not much
Yeah,
younger than Paul. But if you're set in your ways and the doctor's telling you should quit smoking, fucking you're 75, keep smoking. Who gives a fuck?
keep smoking then. That's a done
Actually-
deal. That might be what's keeping you alive. It kept what you call it alive. George
Actually,
Burns.
over here now, they say when you get to 60, if you're smoking, they tell you not to give up because it causes too much strain.
Yeah.
On a second. Give me a sec, guys. I'm talking to Jim on the phone from Detroit or
No
from
problem.
Michigan.
Yeah, I think tomorrow I'm going to start a push-up and crunch regimen. I'm going to start doing that.
Oh, dear.
I'm gonna start doing push-ups. I got to exercise. I did it the other day, and I could do it. It was really easy. It wasn't easy, but it was maintainable. I could do it. I didn't know if I could because of my the neuropathy. But you get on a recliner over here, and you use the recliner as your floor, and you get on a good angle with it, and you can start going lower and lower and lower. What you do is you push, and as you're doing your push-ups with it, and you're extending, you're bringing one leg up, and you're bringing it as far up as you can, like your knee as far up as you can, and then you do the push-up again, then you extend it and do it again, and you keep doing that, and you try to get to 8 to 10 without having to slow down. And what it does, it works your hamstring, it works your quads, it works your arms, it works your chest, it works your core, all of that. And after I did 2 sets of 10 on each side, I was hurting. Everything was feeling it. So I'm gonna start doing that every day, and then I'm gonna start doing just laying there and picking up the legs, doing just core crunches. So my goal is in the next 6 months, if I can keep doing this, next time I see my son, I'm hoping to have at least a 4-pack, you know. I'd love to do that, just to surprise the shit. Wear me a skin tight shirt. Just to mess with them. It would be more to mess with them than anything else. And it's easy to do. It only took about 10 minutes. You can do that 10 minutes 3 times a day. And Then it started going to 15 minutes 3 times a day. I may start using this gym we got here. They got an elliptical machine. I may start using that elliptical machine. That works everything. I used to have one. Hmm. Now they're gonna call Lynn and tell Lynn they got a fire truck, ambulance, and police calls outside Paul's. What's going on today? And I'm just hoping he didn't hurt himself. Oh Lord, just think it. Oh Lord, just think if he fell and he broke his drone.
You mind?
If he fell and broke the drone, boy, that would be the. Oh Lord, help me. Hey Frank, aka Jody.
Jim's heading to Paul's in about a half hour to go up there and make sure everything's all right. He's gonna head up there and check on Paul.
Well, what did
He
he
actually
he'll probably go to the
called.
hospital if he's going.
Yeah, you might be in the
Well,
hospital.
Jim hadn't been watching. He didn't realize we were live, or he did about a couple minutes ago, but he had already called 911 about 10 minutes ago.
Really?
So he didn't realize that we had already called our lieutenant and everything. So he was calling on his own thing. He didn't realize we were live and all that at the time when he called. He
But
just was trying to get
why
a
did
hold
he
of Paul.
call 911? Because he couldn't get a hold of Paul?
Yeah, he was trying to get a hold of Paul, and Paul wouldn't answer, so he called for a wellness check. But he called like right after his tenant called 911. There was probably like a 10-minute discrepancy.
Yeah.
So,
See, if we had access to the cameras
what's up,
right now,
Logan, Jody?
we had access
How's it
to the
going,
cameras
guys?
right now, we could have a nice short. Speed it up to the point where they pick them up.
I 100% agree to that, Randy, but trying to convince somebody at Paul's age to change a lifestyle like that is damn near impossible for most people. Like
He's
if
on a
Paul was
schedule.
look, if Paul was 30, 40 years old, dude, I'd be on his ass all the time, dude. You need to lose weight. You need to do this. But he's fucking, what, 74, 75 now?
All right. Yeah, he's on a
Paul's
schedule. He's on a
Paul's set in his
schedule.
ways.
And I mean, if you watch him, everything he does is repetition. After he sits down and he gets his show started and he gets everything up, he picks up his comb and he brushes his hair. Then he puts his teeth back in. Then he gets up and he puts the blue curtain up. Then he looks up at the clock and he gets his thing and marks his calendar off and puts it
Yeah,
back.
he's very
And
routine.
this is everything the same every day. Every day. And then if nobody's on in 5 minutes, he's looking up at the clock, he's picking up the phone and calling somebody.
Yeah, he's very routine.
Yeah. At about the 10-minute mark, he's saying, if anybody wants to join me at the 10-minute mark. And then the first thing he says, how's the weather down there to you? You know, how's the weather? Is it hot in Florida?
Like, well, like I
It's the
said,
same thing.
it's hard to convince people the older they get to change things. Like I say, if it was Paul was like 30, 40 years old, oh yeah, we could all be riding the shit out of his ass, telling him, you
Yeah.
need to change your diet, blah blah blah. But
None yet.
I look at it as you can give some good advice to somebody at his age, but if they don't want to listen, that's about as far as it's gonna go.
You know, and some people get on me about preaching to him. But all I'm trying to do is help him. You know, I watch some of the crazy shit he does. I'm just trying to tell him, think about what you're doing, you know?
Dude, I did that for 2 years before you started coming around, and I
Yeah,
still can't.
I need to
Two,
learn
three
how to
years
stop myself.
because I just got to a point where I just stopped trying to talk him into doing things because he won't listen. So,
If y'all noticed yesterday, I had my camera turned off and I was listening and I wasn't saying shit.
oh, there's Nunya, dude. If you would have been here like 20 minutes ago, Nunya, I'd have told you to go check on Paul because you're about the closest one to him. But luckily, I had his tenant's number. I was actually going to call Nunya and tell him to go check on him. But I didn't have Nunya's number, so.
I found the person that's been getting on me the most is Debbie. She's been getting on me the most. And she needs to quit drinking early in the morning.
Oh, God.
I told her that the other day. I said, "You drinking already?"
Kill time. All these stupid ass pills.
Oh,
One for allergies, one for my stomach, and two for blood pressure. Yay!
that's all you got?
Yep.
Oh man, you're doing good. That's all you got. I got like 10.
Right, Justin. Joe,
Looking.
I'm
Are
going to
you
ask you a
leaving?
question now.
What?
Which American city had the first dedicated movie theater? A. New York. B. New Orleans. C. New Haven.
New Orleans.
Since new. Well, I would say, I think New Orleans is older than me.
It was on Claiborne Avenue.
I would say New Orleans.
Yep.
Because they got a little bit more older history than New York.
It was on Claiborne Avenue. Was it called the Plaza? Something like that? No, it was called.
It was.
It was the Plaza, right?
Yep.
So I'm pretty smart.
I only asked the question because it pops up on my Facebook.
What's up, Mike? I'm a lot further from some. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, dude. Everybody that we know besides Nunya and the other Tim, not obviously not Tim Jackson, but the other Tim, security guard, them two are only like 20, like I think 20 minutes from Paul. They're not very far. But everybody else is at least an hour and a half or farther from Paul. Jim said he's driving up there to check on him. He's leaving in about 30 minutes to go up there. He said he's leaving his buddy's house. He's going to head straight over there.
See, despite the shit we give him on here, we still care.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem there. Look, I'm gonna throw something at you. Oh, I'll be right back. One of my pills is working.
One of the arcades in the UK, 2p pusher machines. I'm guessing over your country there'll be quarters. Yeah, but the 2p pusher machines, the arcade bought some mystery boxes and filled all the 2p machines up for the kids. All the kids were winning prizes. And then asking their parents some very awkward questions like, "What's a dildo?"
Oh my God. Well, luckily,
One girl
Jim,
got a vibrating vagina. What the fuck? How do you explain that to your kid? I don't know. What
yeah,
were you saying,
luckily Jim's retired, Mike, and he don't mind driving an hour and a half to go see Paul. Sometimes he'll drive all the way down to Paul just to take him some
Just to
fast
drop
food.
you some food off.
Yeah. I don't love anybody enough driving a fucking hour and a half to bring food.
I mean, if he wants to drive a little bit further, me and Laura would be grateful for food.
Especially
Might be
gas
our
prices
cookie.
these days. I said from his voice, he didn't sound like he was sounded like he was just a struggling voice trying to get up,
Yeah, struggling to get up.
Yeah, it didn't sound like he was like super in distress.
Yeah, I'm
So
talking
he's
about what kids say. It's like the little boy at the Church of the King that told the youth minister, I heard my mom and dad praying last night. Mama was hollering, oh God, oh God, oh God. And that's a true story. I know the
oh, is
youth
it?
minister over there. He said, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to say. I said, well, I'm glad she's praying.
Yeah, that's when you walk in, think you're hearing one thing, and it's actually what they're doing.
Yep.
So just sitting there praying. Oh God.
Oh,
You just assume the worst.
the other thing we can do is somebody needs to go up there. Jim could do it. Go up in a tree when Paul's not with flying ships. Somebody put a camera up there on his house.
Yeah, put some some wireless trail cameras.
You need to put something up there.
Well, as TJ's in the chat,
Well,
yeah, TJ, you're not the worst driver.
I'm gonna talk to Paul and see if he'll give me access to his cameras.
Yeah.
And tell him just basically if you, and the only reason you want them is there ain't nothing you want to see technically,
Yeah.
but
You said,
you want them just in case this happens again.
yeah, you seen this. Passed his test.
Uh, well, Slidell, Louisiana, 17 miles from here yesterday. All the streets around it, they were getting flooded. People losing automobiles and everything. It came right around us, just missed us. The lakefront was flooded yesterday. Might be flooded. I was going to go out there this morning and do that. I forgot about it.
Johnny make it to his vacation house, all right?
Oh, I don't even talk about. Don't even mention his name. Okay, don't mention his name. I'm done. I am done
Why?
It's
What
a
he do?
case.
because
That's a case
he
that
tells me
Joe
he
wants to
tells
close.
yeah he tells me we're not going to do drones and coffee this week. Okay, so I come on. I said I know Johnny's going to turn it on. I know he's going to do it because that's Johnny. He's not leaving on 9:30. I know he's going to do it. So I'm laying there in bed and I'm checking every 10 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 10 minutes. Finally, when it got to be uh like 7 o'clock, I said he's not coming on. I went to sleep. Woke up at 7:45. It was on and gone. He came on and sent the link out. I'm gonna be on for 30 minutes. Come on. He could have texted me or something. I'd have heard it. He had three people show up. Oh, we didn't think you were coming on. You know. Well, I got 30 minutes. It was on for 24 minutes.
Don't worry, Nunya. We know what your spelling's like.
So he just came on later, and he ended up missing the show.
Yeah, I missed the show completely.
Oh, he messaged me this morning and was like, "Hey, I'm going live." I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
he did bullshit because I seen the message. Like the little boy said,
Go
bullshit,
find out
bullshit.
everybody's in a group chat with him.
Yeah. Well, he sent it to the group chat I didn't hear that because I went to sleep by then. It was like last time I checked for him because I was laying there and my arm was hurting. I kept turning over and throwing it on to see if anybody was live. So Chris Hope didn't go live. I was waiting to see if he'd go live. Then I figured Johnny may jump on for a few. I figured he was going to jump on for an hour to a half hour to an hour because he had an hour gap. Here comes the ship Paul's missing. And what happened was when I looked at it, there was nobody on. So I said, "Well, let me lay here." And I lay there, woke up when my alarm went off about 30 minutes later, and he had gone off 6 minutes earlier. So I missed him by a couple of minutes. And I watched the show, and my name wasn't even mentioned. Where's Captain Joe? He must be sleeping. Didn't even say that. It's all right. I'm gonna block him for the next 10 days. And he still got my case. I don't even want it now.
I gave away the 3 cases he sent me last week. So I
Yeah.
don't want any of them.
Oh, my son and his wife got in an accident yesterday. I can't believe that.
Which one?
The one just got back.
Oh, your
Yeah,
Catholic son.
nobody's hurt. I'm gonna show you the pictures. Nobody's hurt. He said it was her car. I don't know who was driving. It's probably her. That'd be the second accident she's been in 6 months. But this one, apparently the light was had just changed as they hit the intersection, and the car took off. A truck took off, and the truck caught him.
Oh,
So nobody's hurt.
well, that's good. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, he said they got a 500 deductible. Well, let me send it to myself, then I could. Then I can show you. Find myself. And they had to have it towed because they couldn't turn the wheel.
Dude, I've always wanted to go tornado hunting or chasing, whatever you want to call it. Go with a professional like team that does it.
Got it now. So Lon put in the chat, what happened to Captain Joe this morning? So at least he cared. Oh, okay. I got it.
Fucking Donald. Did you read what Donald put in there?
I ain't paying attention now.
He said, that sounds wonderful. If I didn't mention Joe, he's not going to contact me for 10 days.
Yeah,
No more
please don't
Instagram
mention
videos of
me.
dudes pitching their junk.
You see, he made a mistake. He uh he just mentioned me, so I'm gonna call him every day. Hey Lon, what's up? Thank you for mentioning me. Let's see. Share.
Let me log into Paul's accounts real quick.
Okay, here's the car. Just enough to piss you off, huh?
Switch account. Paul's. Got it.
What do you think, Justin? Just enough to piss you off, huh? That whole panel is going to be changed up.
Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah, like I told him, it's not a bad deal. As long as nothing was leaking and didn't tear up something on the inside. But it looks like, he said, it looks like it just was right there. And he's lucky that it was a truck that was higher than him. Because if it would have been lower, it would have been everything here. And probably the wheels and everything. Could have been total.
Well, probably would have activated these. Lucky the airbags didn't get activated.
Yeah, that's the good thing. And when the truck probably just scraped it, like this, just they probably both turned opposite each other, and the truck just went across the thing.
Oh, hold on a sec. Okay.
And you see, Paul also probably is now. They got him up and everything, and he's refusing to go to the hospital. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. Hey Donald, I thought you'd like that guy. That guy putting that wood together and then had his junk stuck up in there. He had to get that's the funny part was him trying to figure out how to undo it. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement, Lon. This I was about to say somebody tell a joke.
Shut up, Joe.
Oh Lord help me.
Joe,
What?
the amount of times you ask the Lord to help you, I think we can safely confirm he ain't going to.
Yeah, he helped me. He helps me all the time. So
Not when it comes to Laura, he's not.
why did we get another link in the chat just now? Paul taking over?
That must be Justin.
Yeah, there was another link that just went in the chat, didn't it? On the bottom? Or was it there all along and I missed it? Because it just popped up on mine. See if it's the same one. Same one. Yeah, it just underlines, it just popped in.
Yeah, I think it might have been Justin reposting it.
Metairie, Louisiana, right across the lake where I used to live. They got one railroad track, it cuts right across Metairie. And everybody's always mad about it because it ties up traffic on Metairie Road and not Causeway, Carrollton and Metairie and a couple other streets, but they can only go through there with a certain amount of cars on a track. So
Yeah.
it's got a time frame. They can't be more than 20 minutes, right? Had a derailment early this morning, that shut the whole thing down.
I just talked to Paul's tenant upstairs. They're taking him to the hospital.
Right.
Okay.
Justin, did you reshare the link?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
what's wrong with them? Anything?
Oh shit! I did the wrong fucking chat. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me remove that. Let me go back in under Paul, so I can pin this.
Yeah. So
There you
why are they taking him in?
go. He was complaining his neck, back, and knee was hurting real bad. So they put Tanya said they put a neck brace on him and told him he needed to go to the hospital, and they loaded him up and they're getting ready to leave now. So
Can somebody let Jim know?
Well, how's this drone?
I'll message him.
Don't want Jim getting there and falling
Well,
up
he
there.
told her he fell at 6 o'clock this morning, but you guys said he was down at the water at 7:30, right?
He was at the water at 7:30.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I said I think his time, what he was thinking, what time he fell was way off. I said because I know I
It had
went
to be
back and
about 8
looked on.
o'clock.
I told her I
I think
said
the problem is as well, but when you you're stuck in something, time seems to go forever. Like I have that sleep paralysis thing when you wake up in the morning, but you feel you can't move, and I feel like I'm laid there for like hours. And Laura's like, no, it was about 2 minutes.
I just messaged Jim and let him know.
Yeah, he
Yes.
at 7:30 he was flying, so it had to be like 8 o'clock when it happened.
All right, we'll see you later, Mike. Well, it would have been any time the time he left the waterfront to his house, which would only took like 2-3 minutes for him to get home.
Right. Yeah,
So
like I
any
said, it was
time
probably around 8
between
o'clock.
that and now is when he fell. So
Right.
about 40 minutes ago.
Well, we already know he ain't gonna be that long at the hospital because he's gonna refuse to stay there. His neck, back, and what? Leg?
He said his neck, his back, and his
Knee.
knee was hurting real bad. So they put him in a neck brace and everything and then took him. She said, I can't get him up. I said, I don't blame you. I said, Paul's a big dude. I said, I'd have trouble getting him up off the floor if he fell.
Yeah, probably you and I couldn't get him up.
Yeah, Paul's big.
Hey, but he says his doctor says he's lost about 20 pounds.
Paul has lost weight though. If you look at him like 2 years ago and look at him now, you can see it in his face. It's not a lot, but it's enough where you do definitely notice it. But if you go and look at him like, especially like 3, 4 years ago, he was real puffy, like his face and everything. He was more rounded, I would say.
I don't see how you lose weight with the amount of trash he eats.
Well, he doesn't really eat a lot to begin with, so I don't know, dude. You know, remember that whole McDonald's Super Size Me documentary?
Right.
Uh, they were saying that documentary was absolute garbage because they said 2 or 3 other people went and did the same experiment and they actually lost weight. All 3 of them did
Hmm.
throughout their whole testing of it, that they were
Well,
actually losing weight.
Well, I know what he's thinking about it. I know what it is. I definitely know what it is. Paul got himself to a point where he can lose weight. You know why? Because what you do is you take your age and your body fat and you multiply it by certain your weight and all of this, and it gives you a number, and that's the amount of calories that you have to stay below to lose weight. And he's probably got it to the point now where he's eating so many calories in his life and he's so freaking heavy that now he can't eat that many calories in a day. Probably what it is.
Paul doesn't really eat a whole lot, at least from what I see. I mean, he has a few donuts throughout the day, maybe a bowl of ice cream, and he'll have maybe a breakfast bowl.
Don't forget
But
his Cheetos.
well, he don't eat those very often, at least on camera.
He
He
eats
don't.
them more than you think.
I said I don't know what he eats off camera. Just from what I see, he probably doesn't eat. He's probably around the 2,000 mark. But you can eat like shit and have an underlying medical condition you don't know about, and it cause you to lose weight.
Yeah.
You could eat 5,000 calories a day, but if your body's got something weird going on with it, it ain't gonna make any difference.
The other thing is as well, you can be on medication that makes you want to eat like me.
What time zone? Paul's Eastern time. If that's what you're asking, Donald. I'm not sure what that question was for. Yeah, I was watching a thing. They were talking about that Super Size Me documentary the other day. They were talking about how that dude was like a really bad alcoholic during the whole filming of that and everything. And they said, yeah, that whole documentary was bullshit. Because in the documentary, it tells him he goes to the doctors to do like his weekly checkups or whatever, and they're saying how bad his like liver enzymes and shit are. But they come to find out a while after the documentary come out that the whole time the dude was an alcoholic real bad.
Okay. As of yesterday, when he said he ate the whole box of Boston creams, 2 bowls a day of oh shoot, I didn't put that in right. Hold on a minute.
I don't know how many calories his Boston
Okay.
creams are.
Well, we have 350 calories for a Boston cream.
I don't know, that's a lot.
So I went through the 6 Boston creams, four
Okay, Donald, I get what you're saying.
4 bowls of what you call it, 4 bowls of ice cream because he said he eats 2 a day,
Mm-hmm.
and that's from the morning to the next day. That's 4 bowls. He said he ate, I think it was 3 breakfast bowls he had eaten. That's in that 24-hour period. That's almost 6,000 calories. If and then not counting the Cheetos and everything else.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is like I said, Paul. Paul's like anti-doctor and anti-going to the hospital unless it's an absolute dire
Right.
emergency. Because as much as Paul tries to say, "Oh, I could just go tomorrow and I'd be fine," every time he gets to the point where something gets real scary, what does he do? He runs to the hospital. But it has to be like really, really bad for him to do that,
Right.
where he thinks he's about to die or something. He's always been like that. But he could have some kind of underlying issue where he's not actually really gaining weight. He could be losing weight, but
Right.
that don't mean it's healthy. It don't mean that's something healthy that's going on. That could be something bad. Because like I said, if you go back 2, 3 years ago and look at Paul and then look at him now, you can see he's lost weight.
Go back and look.
So go back like 5 years ago and look how puffy he looks compared to now.
Yeah, I think what he did is he ate so many calories in those years. Now he's got to the point where he can eat that many calories, and it's not enough to maintain. Because it could happen that way.
Like I said, you could have an underlying medical condition that causes you to lose rapid amounts of weight or even just unusual amounts. And you can eat all the calories you want, and it ain't going to make no difference.
Right.
I'm sure Paul's got medical issues that he ignores or he just pretends to ignore.
Well, not that he ignored, probably hasn't been diagnosed. He refuses to go, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. And if they did tell him something, he's not going to admit it to anybody.
Yeah, he'll never tell anybody.
Like Paul says, "Oh, tomorrow I could go and I'd be fine," but at the same time, you can tell Paul's scared of dying. Like that scares the shit out of him. There's been a couple of times where he was
There's
really
the shit
bad
out of a
off.
lot of us.
Well, I'm saying he was. There was a couple times he was really bad off, and he had no choice but to go to the hospital, and he was willing to run right to the hospital at that point. So
The problem is, sometimes you get to that point where you just want to die, but you still see you dying. Because it's the unknown. Not dying that's the problem, it's the unknown.
shit, my luck. If I wanted to die tomorrow, I'd live for another 70 years.
It'll be just my luck. Just my luck, right? I die and I see that bright light, and it really is true. That is the vagina you're coming back out of in your reincarnation,
Oh
right?
yeah, I saw that last night on the short. I was like, that
Yeah,
actually makes sense. I
yeah.
was like,
I'll come out, and there'll be Justin and Sarah going, "Well, we didn't know she was pregnant," and I'll be like, "Oh, fucking hell!"
I'm glad I don't believe that shit.
I don't know. The only reason I don't believe in reincarnation is because then wouldn't the human population just be the same number all the time?
Yeah, you got a point.
Or do
Well,
you
well, it
it just
depends because the human population is going up, but the animal population is going down. So maybe you flick between the two.
I don't
Maybe you
know.
have to progress through animals. Oh, great! I'm going to be reincarnated as a fucking worm. Get eaten by a bird.
You gotta be reincarnated as a freaking goat.
No, it'd be like Quagmire on Family Guy gets reincarnated as a prophylactic. And he's like, all right. And then he realizes it's two gay guys. He's like, no, no, it's not all right. He thought he was going to go inside a jet.
Uh,
No, I told his landlord. I said it definitely happened after 7:30. I said everybody saw him on the camera down there.
Told his landlord,
Even
you mean his tenant?
or his tenant, yeah. The wife of the landlord. Might as
And
well be.
my question is, was Boone outside or inside?
When I no, she was outside when I talked to when she was on the phone with me because Paul said, "Is Boone is Boone okay?" She goes, "Yeah, he's in the backyard," and that was it. And then she said, "I'm gonna call 911." I said, "Okay," and I hung up the phone. So she said from now on, when she's home, she's gonna go down there every 3, 4 hours and check on him, just like every few hours, and she's gonna walk down there and just make sure he's all right. Yeah, I told her, I said, I'm going to talk to Paul when he gets back about getting access to his cameras. That way we can keep an eye on him.
So the bus company over here, Go Ahead,
What's up, Lance?
they're doing a campaign to stop people using stolen Oyster cards and stuff.
Oh,
And
good.
somebody they produced a picture, and somebody called them out saying that's AI slop, right? Because they're claiming it was the driver actually
Pizza.
catching someone.
It's Pizza
But
Sunday, Lance.
That
yeah,
looks good with the jalapenos.
yeah.
I'm telling you.
So as you can see, right, they're claiming it's not AI; it's a genuine catching someone using the thing. But the driver,
Wait, why
the
is the
driver.
driver, why is she in front of the bus walking in?
No, that's the point. That's the door. That's where the door should be. That's where the stopping sign should be. It's just the driver's cab faces the door, and he's declining. He's not even sat
Yeah,
behind the wheel.
oh, yeah, I see that.
And
Your
they're trying to
guys'
claim
doors,
him.
hold on, your guys' doors are at the front of the bus?
Yeah, at the front.
Oh,
So
that's
in
ridiculous.
London only, you have the doors at the front here, and then you have doors halfway down for getting off, on, off. But
I've
in
never
the
seen a
rest,
bus like that.
but the rest of the country, the doors are at the front, so you get on and
Now,
you
does
face
that
the driver
dash,
straight away. You pay the driver, you get your ticket, you go and sit down.
does that dash look any remotely right?
No, because one, the driver should be sat behind the wheel in the bottom corner here.
Right, I get that, but did all those
Yeah.
buttons and shit?
Yeah,
No,
that looks
because
kind
all
of
them
goofy
buttons
shit.
there should be in here, where the driver should be. Right? I don't even know what the fuck this is. What the hell is going on here? How we ended up, you know, off past the steering wheel, or why the steering wheel is actually facing the actual passenger doors. Look, see
So
that
the
bus
bus,
there?
so the bus company's claiming that it's
That is a
not
genuine
AI.
picture.
Oh, they're rage baiting y'all.
But the other thing is as well, one door's open, one door's shut, and the doors don't fit.
Yeah, they're rage baiting you guys.
I get the campaign that they want to clamp down on people stealing Oyster cards, but yeah, you're gonna have to do better than that. Especially if you're claiming that they finally caught someone. I don't know.
What's up, Mark?
Mark was up.
Oh, for Lance and Mark, since you both just came in, Paul is heading to the hospital because he fell this morning after he flew his first shit. And I had to call his tenant to go down and check on him, and she found him on the floor. But he's seems to be okay right now. His neck, knee, and back are bothering him, so they put him in a neck brace, took him to the hospital. That's why Paul's not on here right now.
I'd have hated that call. I know I would have been out there to help, but I would have hated that call because they better have some lifting assistance.
And you're 100% right, Donald. It's a good idea that has everyone talking about the ad now. The campaign has awareness. It is true.
I think Donald produced that ad.
Oh, you're claiming that that he used AI.
Maybe.
He's not an authentic editor.
Huh.
No, it is a good marketing strategy to do something like that to just kind of rage bait people. It does get people talking though.
Yeah, it is. But when the bus company
Man,
are doubling down on it and inviting people to come and look at their buses and see how they catch them and stuff, it's like, yeah, you're going to come a cropper eventually. Someone's going to call you out on it.
Didn't have enough
I
jalapeno.
actually find it hilarious when companies do that. I think it's funny. Because sometimes they might do it just out of pure stupidity, but then there's companies that do that kind of shit on purpose. And it's a good marketing strategy at the end of the day. Because it does get people talking, and if they do it the right way, it could be really funny.
Yeah,
People
but
get a laugh at
it'd
it.
be nice if people was talking about the issue of stealing Oyster cards, which is a big problem.
Well, y'all call it oyster cards.
What the fuck is that? Oh, your
It's
bus
like a
cards?
pass. Yeah, it's like a pass for London, so you can use it
Yeah.
on the trains and buses and stuff.
Yeah, we call ours Citrus Connection. That's the name of ours.
I'm still trying to figure out why y'all say oyster.
Because it's called an Oyster card.
Why?
Because it probably has to do something with oysters around there or something.
No, it's to do with brand. It's just branding. Oyster, that's it. So the company that
see.
first introduced them was called Oyster.
I'll put it in the chat for you, Mark. It is there.
But then
That's why.
London, yeah, and then when London Transport took over, they just kept the name. But you can use it on buses, you can use it on the ferries where it originally started, and then you can use it on the tubes and the underground and trains and everything in London.
Well, see, ours is Citrus Connection because of oranges, and we have the Florida Natural Orange Juice Company.
See, that's the other thing as well. London is famous for oysters.
Oh Lord, help me.
In the Thames.
Like the world headquarters for Florida's Natural Orange Juice is actually right down the street from the bus yard. It's only about a 10-minute drive from here. 10-15-minute drive. Actually, one of the schools I go to is right next to the plant, like right behind it. Yeah,
it's like the Essex one. Yeah, the Essex ones, you just call them Inner Essex, Basildon Inner, the Southend Octopus for don't know fucking whatever reason, and then you've got the Basildon Outer, and then the Essex Old Zone.
You're welcome, Lance.
Mark, what's your passcode in Manchester?
You what? I'm 43. Postcode.
No, what's the pass for buses and trams?
Don't have passwords. We just have a concessionary pass. We don't have anything like an Oyster card.
I thought they run one in Manchester, the Manchester Zone or something.
They used to have the Mega Rider. Yeah, for £1. I think that's still really new it. Which is like a weekly ticket you can buy.
Yeah, you still get them.
About 15 quid.
Yeah, you ain't getting one for 15 quid no more. A weekly pass down here is like 50 quid.
Well, dude, I'd be so lost riding the fucking system, the public transportation over there. I've only been on public transportation like 2 or 3 times in my life.
But it's just like a bus ticket that they put inside a little.
Oh, there you go. It's called
sleeve.
Yeah, yours is just called the Beam Network Tap and Go.
Oh, that's a new one then. because
Yeah.
I mean, we've not had the B network that long.
Yeah, we have tap and go here, or they call it tap and cap.
It's named after Mr. Bean.
But
No, B. Bzz.
I don't need to look. Yeah, B as in Buzz. BU.
Yeah, why don't they just call your bus
B.
line the Bean connection? It seems more.
B.
Appropriate.
Buzzy B.
No. I'm
Because-
saying, but instead of calling it the Oyster card, call it the Bean card. Seems
Why?
like it'd fit you guys
Mr. Bean's
better.
got nothing to do with
No, I'm
London.
not talking about Mr. Bean. You guys just love beans over
No,
there.
Yeah,
symbol-
beans and toast.
The symbol for Manchester is a B.
Go, son. Go.
Beans on toast connection. That's what we'll call
What's up, Randy?
it.
What's up, Captain? You guys hear anything else about Paul? I left the stream because I was eating breakfast.
Yeah, he's on his way to
to
the hospital.
Is he really?
Yeah, when I called his tenant, she went down there and checked on him. As soon as she walked through the door, he was laying on the floor.
Oh my God! Did he fall or does he have an episode?
No, he fell.
He said he fell.
Oh, and he just couldn't get up, or he break something?
He couldn't get up. You gotta remember, Paul dude is
Paul can't-
not a small
Paul
dude.
can't get up.
Oh, I know. He's pushing 300 pounds, right?
Might be pushing 400.
No, he's
Yeah,
not that.
I would say around 300-400. He's a big dude.
He's
Definitely.
supposed to have his phone round his neck. Did he not?
Yeah, and I asked her. I said, "Well, where was his phone at?" When she called me back like 10 minutes ago, and she said that he had it. He left it sitting next to his computer.
Damn, that's crazy. How long? I wonder how long he been. He probably came home at 7, like 7:45, and fell coming in the door. Probably.
I'm thinking 8 o'clock until they
Well, she
found him a
said
few
he
minutes
fell
ago.
right by the front door, right where the fireplace is at. That's
Still
just
has
right
the
by the
code
front
on him?
door.
So I know what happened. He went and let Boone out. Then he went and put his phone up. Then he went and pitched peanuts and he tripped and they tripped and
I'd almost bet that's what it was.
yeah. He
Because
tripped. He tripped and
Bo-
fell because one of the squirrels tripped him.
And it makes sense too, because when she walked in, he said, "I fell," and she asked him if he was okay, and then he said, "Is Boone still outside?" She said, "Yeah, don't worry about him. I got him." And then she said, "I'm gonna call 911." I said, "Okay, just call me back and let me know what happened." And then,
Damn.
but the thing was, is Jim didn't realize we were live, and he was already trying to get a hold of Paul this morning and couldn't get a hold of him. And he had called 911 about 5 minutes after she did to go do a wellness
Oh,
check.
really?
So
Yeah,
he was already calling and getting them checked
What?
out.
I tried to phone you on Messenger twice this morning, about 10ish your time.
Dude, I woke up at like almost 11 o'clock, dude. I was knocked the fuck out, dude.
So
Yeah.
this is the
I
deal.
couldn't,
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep last night. I was up to almost 4:30 this morning.
Damn.
So this is the deal. If he says he had just pitched some peanuts and that's when he fell, I'm gonna say, you see, pitching peanuts to the squirrels is bad for you.
No.
Life threatening. I'm gonna do it.
It's typical of
I
Paul's
hope
law, isn't it? He gets his new drone, he flies for one day, and then he's incapacitated again.
I'm just glad he didn't fall on his drone.
Yeah.
See, everything's just speculation. So
Well, his landlord or his I keep saying landlord, his tenant
Huh.
said, she goes, "Good thing he didn't fall into the fireplace." I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "The fireplace was on?" She goes, "Yeah, he keeps it like 100 degrees in this house."
What?
She goes, "That's why I don't ever have to turn my heat on upstairs." She goes, "It just wafts upstairs. It keeps the upstairs warm."
He probably had the fireplace on and the AC going at the same time.
Yeah, he does. He said he had the AC on the other day and it
Oh,
wasn't getting the house cool.
She told me that every time she goes in that house, it's like 100 degrees in there.
God, no wonder his bills are always so high.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Jesus Christ.
And I said, because she said, "Good thing he didn't fall into the fireplace. He would have got burnt." And I said, "What do you mean the fireplace?" I said, "Why does he have that on? It's not even cold out."
Is
And
his place? Yeah.
I guess it's gas. I'm going to assume because Paul wouldn't be chopping wood or anything. He's never said anything about going and buying it.
He
So I'm
probably
assuming it's
doesn't know how
gas.
to turn it off, so he leaves it on.
Yeah, it's probably set on a thermostat setting and he just don't know how to turn it off. That's crazy.
But she told me she said every time I go down there, it's like 100 degrees. She goes, I don't even use my heat upstairs. She goes because all the heat comes up there from
Yeah.
downstairs.
How that
Oh,
rises.
yeah.
No wonder his AC is so bloody expensive then.
Hey, 'cause remember
Yeah,
the other
but-
day he said it was so hot down there. I said, "Did you have the heat on?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, just turn the AC on." He said, "Well, I turned the AC on, but it's not cool in the place." I said, "Well, the heat's still on?" He says, "Yeah."
Well, that,
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
probably
He's
got
running
the
both.
he's probably got the AC unit connected to the heater, so he's blowing
Thank you,
hot
Debbie.
air around as well.
But yeah, that's what she told me. She goes, yeah, every time I go down there, it's like 100 degrees. She goes, he leaves it hot as hell down there. I said, I
It
had no
goes-
idea he was doing that. She goes, yeah. She goes,
Hey,
she goes,
hey,
I don't
Justin.
even use my heat upstairs.
Brenda's
No
sucking.
wonder-
Brenda's
No wonder Boone keeps
stroking
wanting
you
to
again.
go outside.
The what?
No wonder Boone
Not
keeps wanting-
Brenda. Debbie. Debbie came in and she's stroking you. Saying you're such a great friend.
Oh, I know. It's like Johnny with you, right? Always calls
Yeah,
you,
right.
lets you know when he's live.
Yeah.
No wonder Boone keeps wanting to go outside. He must be roasting.
That
yeah,
might
no
be the
doubt.
reason.
That's probably that.
Damn,
Dogs cannot regulate
Alcohol
their
at
temperatures like
9:39 in the
humans
morning.
can.
That's rough.
No.
So
Well-
they need shade or a cool area to lay.
Yeah.
They don't sweat. So
That's slightly incorrect.
Well,
Dogs can regulate the heat better. However, you've got to remember their fur is designed to cope with the weather outdoors, not indoors.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
But they can't regulate it like humans can.
they have
We
to
can sweat
regulate the
before,
heat.
so
It's like these birds, they're covered in feathers. You would think in the summer months they'd be like shit hot. And they're not. They handle it better than we do.
I would say animals in captivity from birth, probably not so much as a wild one. Because they're more accustomed to like human conditions.
Yeah.
well, if you see Boone and he's steadily panting, then you know he's hot.
But she got Boone. She got him into the ambulance, and he was on his way to the hospital about 25 minutes ago. So
Hey,
You got a
Mark,
hold. You got a hold of Jim.
Jim is driving down there. He said he was leaving his friend's house he was at in about 30 minutes when I talked to him. And
You
he
haven't
said he
talked to him
was-
since.
No, but I messaged him and let him know that Paul was on the way to the hospital.
He said Jim's driving down there.
Yeah, he said he was going to drive down there and check on Paul.
Did he respond saying he's going to the hospital?
No, let me give him a call though, just because he didn't respond.
I was going to do it.
It
Jim's
makes you
about,
wonder if
Jim's
if
about
Justin
an hour
hadn't
and a half.
called his tenant, how long do you think he'd been laying there for?
Since he got home, probably a couple hours.
Well, I'm saying if we hadn't called, had him check on him, he'd probably still be laying there.
Yeah, if Justin would have got his ass up on time, he would have been a good friend and knew something was wrong with Paul right off the bat.
Yeah,
How
could
about
have got
that,
him at
Brenda?
9. Could have got him at 9:30.
Brenda, Debbie, sorry, Brenda.
I'm just glad you all listened to me and actually started doing the welfare check.
Well, we were all chatting on Messenger.
We've been chatting a lot longer than you there.
Yeah,
David,
you
you're
got
not the one.
me.
Yeah.
Don't take the credit for this.
I don't want the credit.
Seems you want to be.
I am just glad Paul's okay.
Yeah.
Debbie's giving all the credit to Justin.
Well,
We
we
had
don't know if
nothing
he's
to do with
okay. He's on. If he's okay, he wouldn't be going to the hospital.
Right. Well, Paul said his
He's in a
knee
better
hurt.
place than he was. That's what I'm saying.
He's probably
Yeah.
fine. He's probably got some bruises.
Hopefully, he didn't break nothing.
Well, I'm just glad he said his hip didn't hurt. That's all I'm worried about.
Because I just don't know how. Like, if you fall there, he couldn't crawl or nothing. Just laid there. I don't understand it.
Well,
Yeah, I
It,
do
it,
apologize there, Debbie. I really do.
it depends how he fell. If he's gone face first, he's not going to be able to crawl because his belly's going to get in the way. And I don't mean
Last
that.
week,
I don't mean that in a nasty way. It's just it will.
I took my mom some groceries,
What's up,
and
Brenda?
she came down and got them. And as she was walking up the steps, she didn't bring her foot up
Thank
high
you,
enough at
Debbie.
the top step, and she literally fell right on her face
Oh,
because she had her hands full of groceries, and she weighs about 300 pounds. So she
hey,
fell. She had a big ass bruise on the center of her nose, her forehead.
Lucky you didn't break it.
how's your? Speaking of medical shit, how's your wife doing, Randy?
She's doing better. She's healing up pretty good. She's still in a lot of pain under her arms. Like she's got what's called cording.
Uh-huh.
I'm not exactly sure what it is. You can look it up. But it's like I don't know, you can feel like
Like
feels like
scar tissue.
strings. Yeah, like strings underneath the skin under her arms and around the back swelled up real bad. She's just been in a lot of pain, but other than that, she's doing pretty good.
Did they get her some different pain meds?
They won't give her any.
Oh wow.
So told her to take ibuprofen.
Of course they
And-
did. Fucking
And
ibuprofen bullshit.
she's been doing hyperbaric chamber 90 minutes every day for the past like 3 or 4 days.
Is that where you?
She
That's where
said-
you float in water, right?
No, it's like the same chamber that they put people in when they go diving. After they go diving down.
Oh
real
yeah, yeah,
deep,
yeah. I was thinking of something else. Never mind.
Pressure.
Yeah,
That's is it hydroponic?
it's a tube,
hunt.
basically.
It's a hyperbaric chamber. It's
Yeah.
100% pure oxygen they pump in.
Does she go in a big one or a tube?
It's a tube,
Yeah, because they got the glass tube.
but it's got a
all
bed
clear.
inside of the tube where
Yeah.
they can raise it up and lower it down, and they got a TV right above it. So she
Yeah,
wants
because they
to
got the
see-
tube. They got the tubes, so they actually do have the big ones too. If they want to do more than one person at the same time.
Yeah, those are usually for like the diving outfits and stuff.
Yeah,
It's a bit like them things that they kept the bodies of the people in Avatar when they put them into the things.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
but at least they have one right here at the local hospital. They have 2 of them actually, so she don't have to go real far, just a couple miles up the road.
yeah. Dr. Van Meter was the one that developed that technology out of Joe Ellen Smith Hospital.
Listen at this shit. There was a woman in California who she was getting the hyperbaric chamber treatment, and she was cold. She went in one time and she got cold, and the next time she came in, instead of asking for a blanket, the dumbass brought some hand warmers, like
Yep,
the hand
ignited
warmers to heat up, and those are oxygen activated. Like the more
Yep.
oxygen that hits those, the hotter they get. Well, I guess she had them in her pocket and they caught on fire when she was getting her treatment.
Oh my god.
So they're real particular about what can go in the machine. Want you to
She's
have
lucky that thing didn't blow
nothing
up.
that you weren't born with can go in except for the clothing on your back. No,
Oh,
no
they don't
lotions,
take-
no perfumes,
They
nothing.
don't let you take your cell phone, nothing in there.
Nope. But I have seen people in those chambers with cell phones and stuff. So I think every facility might have different rules, you know.
Dude, I'd been
Well-
enjoy that 2 hours or whatever it was in there without any kind of people bothering my ass. We used to bring a lot of people to hyperbarics. We had like 3
Yeah.
different units that had them.
They turn the lights down real low, and they have a curtain that you can pull out so you can go to sleep in there while you're in there.
One of the linebackers for the New Orleans Saints, Vaughn Johnson, we had to pick him up and bring him to a hyperbarics unit because he decided he played around with the wrong woman and caught something that he had to go to
That's some
hyperbarics
serious
for.
fluff right there.
The fuck was that?
Huh? Who was that?
Just sent me a video.
Oh, Joe's box was lighting up, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?"
I was talking while he interrupted. So
No, I don't
I
get
didn't
the
know-
joke, Donald.
I didn't know it was going to kick in like that.
no, like I said, the linebacker, Vaughn Johnson, big guy. We had to use a blood pressure cuff for his leg, for his arm, and it almost didn't fit. I
Yeah,
mean,
buddy.
one of the big ones.
Justin, have you got headphones on?
Yeah,
Might want to lift them away from your ears a minute.
go ahead.
Sunshiny days.
Look at the smoke. You okay, Poofball? Oh, that's some serious fluff right there.
Oh, God.
It
Football.
has AI.
Well, obviously it was AI, but that's still really funny. I just like how the black cat went and just rolled over.
Low key. Stop it.
What the?
Stop it.
Where I get about tired of cleaning up after these damn kids all the time.
Well, you got another, what, at least
Fuck's
10
sake.
years, 12 years of it, huh?
Yeah, probably longer than that with my
Probably longer
son.
than that.
Yeah.
This is clearly an American kitty cat.
That was a bad shot. That's the first thing.
Yeah. Cockroach. That's funny right there.
That cat's been down in Florida for a while.
Yeah, that's funny right there.
Looks like I might be able to fly today.
Oh, it's a beautiful day here today. It's been
Really?
beautiful for the past week, but it started raining. A big thunderstorm came through last night.
And we got a little rain off and on. 19-mile-an-hour gust at 50 feet.
But the wife got the kids yesterday, and then she's like, "You want to stay tonight?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, what is the deal? What's the point in getting the kids?" So
Yeah.
I stayed the night. You know.
We've got rain now till Friday by the looks of it.
Where you going, buddy?
Got rain tomorrow and Thursday, and then sunny all week.
Now we're getting up to 26, 27 at weekend, but it's only going to be like 13, 15 and rain during the week.
Yeah, we're going to be in the low 20s all week.
Yeah, I'm going to share something since y'all sharing stuff. Let me show you this. Hold on. Let me go back and do
Better
it.
be funny.
This funny. Watch. Come on. I needed to go back. Damn it. I needed to go to the beginning. I have to go make it roll through. Hold on.
Bloody amateur.
Yeah. And the good news about that, if that would have been Justin, we wouldn't have had a problem.
Don't forget to share the sound. You've got to turn the sound on at the bottom of the video.
Yeah, I didn't have the sound. You want the sound?
Yeah, down the
Oh.
bottom. No, yeah, I was going to say you have to turn it on at the bottom of the video as well.
I
The
know
ma-
how to
the-
do that, but I didn't have this. I wasn't sharing the sound.
Well, what's the point of sharing the video then?
His poor kids.
Come on. Go to the beginning. Do it again. See, that, Justin, never would have happened.
What in the world? Get this thing off!
Oh, God, that would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell it wasn't genuine, but yeah, that would have been painful.
Yeah, that would have caught your attention, huh?
That would have been a few splinters.
Is Lance still here?
No.
Lance needs to come on the panel.
I saw that video again last night of that Amazon delivery driver in America. And he's so polite. And he goes to his door and he goes, "I'm just going to hide this parcel underneath this box." And he bends down and he puts his ass up against the cactus and he's going, "No, no, 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 no." Turns around, he's got shitloads of spikes in him.
This bike hasn't ran since probably last September. Battery was dead. I charged it up, it started right up first try. After I charged the battery back up. Need to get it out, clean it, change the gas. Oil should be good. I just changed the oil before I put it away last year. Just about drained the tank. I've been siphoning gas out of it from my lawnmower, so should be about gone.
This is some painful shit.
Oh my god. No, 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 no. Oh no.
I saw that.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No. Oh god.
Yeah, that's like the worst spot too, because you got to sit on your ass to drive.
That's cool. That's new. Yep. Oh god, sorry.
No, 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 no. I hope that wasn't his first delivery of the day. If that had been me, I'd have kicked the shit out of that parcel. And the plant. That was in Florida as well, Justin.
Yeah, I saw that a couple months ago. That video's been online for a couple months now.
Why did he not get his gun out and blow the shit out of the plant?
All I heard was sound. I thought was Randy. I thought his bike was falling over.
One good thing about Paul going to the hospital today, he could finally get his finger looked at.
You don't know if that's what caused it. If he's got sepsis, it'll cause dizziness, and you because he hasn't looked too well for the last few nights. He's always looked tired and zoned out.
Yeah, maybe he'll get it wrapped the right way this time, so we can believe he went to the hospital.
What are you talking about, Captain?
I said maybe when he fell this time, when they get there, he could show him his finger, and that way they could wrap it the right way.
What did he wrap it himself and say he got it done at the hospital?
Yeah,
I tell you what, it didn't look like anybody in the hospital. If anybody in the hospital wrapped it like that, they need to relearn.
turn in their certs, right?
They need to give up.
What did he do? Finger.
I think he caught it opening a parcel, didn't he?
He cut it on a fence outside. That's what he said. I think he cut it unwrapping that box with the air conditioner.
Yeah.
It happened right after that.
That's probably why the box was in such a bad condition, because he got angry with it.
Yeah.
Always cut away from yourself. Away from yourself.
No, it had bands on it. I think one of the bands got him. Because he was saying it had bands on, he couldn't get the bands loose. Then all of a sudden he's got blood all over him. And he's saying he did that on the fence early that day. But between early in that day and the blood was the box. So
Yeah.
that's when I told him, you need to go get that checked if it's bleeding that bad. And he said next morning he come out with this bandage that looked like it was about this big around. You know, I ain't got nothing around here that would even look like that. I haven't got nothing that big around here that would look like you took an eggshell, right, and poked a hole in and stuck his head with an eggshell. He said, "Oh, they wrapped it. They wrapped it like that." No, they didn't. Ain't nobody at a hospital gonna wrap a finger like that because they got a special bandage for it. They're gonna put a sleeve on it. They gotta put a metal thing on it. 'Cause if it's that bad where they don't want it to bend, they're gonna put a sleeve, a metal thing on it, and they're gonna just put one piece of tape. Then they're gonna put some roll gauze. It's gonna be clean gauze, and then they're gonna run a piece of tape to hold the gauze, and it's gonna be all in one piece.
Cat Luda sign I made.
I've wrapped enough fingers in my lifetime to know exactly how you wrap them.
Cat Luda sign I made.
I like that. It's a high speed a wellness device.
Protected by a high-speed wireless device.
A wireless device.
And check this one out. No soliciting. Don't make me get the knife.
Ah,
Well, this one, that's pretty cool too. It said, "Don't worry, I saw it on YouTube once with a wrench."
yeah, I like that.
What do you want, boy? That's what he does. He'll come grab my hand and pull me. All right, where are we going? What do you want?
And I want something to eat.
What do you want? Hey, what do you want?
Cup.
Cup?
What was it that one woman said that she doesn't have to worry? It was about a wireless something, but it wasn't a device. Oh, she said that if anybody come bother her, she'll just take out her wireless hole puncher.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I'm gonna make a sign up. My house is protected by a wireless hole puncher.
They probably have ones already designed. You can just print up.
I'm going to look for it.
Protected. This property is protected by a high-speed wireless device.
Nope. It will be now. They got M9 wireless hole punch. They got that on there.
She's coming over to do laundry in a little bit. But I was at her house yesterday, so I couldn't do my laundry.
She coming over for you to hit. That's what she coming over for. You know that.
She got mad. Was it Friday night? Friday night, because I didn't give her none. Well, I gave her some every night this week, and she was like, "We missed the night." I said, "I need a break." I need time to rejuvenate.
Yeah, I need to find me an Asian woman that's like that.
Yeah, I'm not 20. I'm not 25 anymore.
Oh, I need to find me a ginger that's like that.
Yeah.
That's what I need. All I know is I would die happy. Happy, happy, happy.
What? She gonna come over and say, "Why you wait till you knew I was coming to do your laundry?" The bitch is my fucking washer and dryer.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with the washer dryer?
What's that?
You said something wrong with the washer and dryer?
No, I said she's gonna come over, start complaining and say, why you wait till I was coming over to do your laundry? I say, bitch, it's my washer and dryer.
You sure you want to lead off with bitch, right?
I got a bunch of rags I need washed, but I'm not washing them on my clothes.
Mhm.
On that one you got about the protection, does it have a gun on it or anything?
Yes. Yep. Hold on, I'll send you the exact one that I printed.
I just need to see a picture of it.
All right, hold on.
It's behind it, I think.
Hold on. Right here, Cap.
Okay, yeah, I see it. That's what I was trying to think how it was.
And then the other one has the ghost face from Scream. And it says, no soliciting, don't make me get the knife.
Mhm.
Cut you, fool. Cut you. Justin's still on the phone?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
No, I'm
Oh,
here.
I thought you were still on the phone.
Oh, no. I just called Jim and let him know that Paul was at the hospital, so he's heading there. He was driving down the road. He could barely hear me.
He was headed towards Paul, right?
Yeah, he's going to the hospital because I told him, I said, one, Paul's not going to have a ride home, so you might need to go up there. Two, you're probably going to be there a few hours because Paul's going to, even if Paul refuses, you know, if they want him to stay overnight and he refuses, he's going to need to ride home. So,
Oh,
Yeah,
he ain't gonna stay over. He ain't
He
gonna
ain't
stay
staying
overnight.
overnight.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. Not unless it
Unless
was
he
like
broke
life or
something.
death.
It depends. They got to do an MRI on him before. Well, can you imagine them trying to do an MRI on Paul?
Hmm.
He ain't gonna want to lay there.
Could you
do that,
imagine?
am I?
They'll
God
strap his
forbid.
ass in.
God forbid. Could you imagine if he actually broke his hip?
Mhm.
They're gonna have to sedate him the whole time.
He'd have to be in a
Yeah.
nursing home.
I hate those MRI beds are so uncomfortable.
Oh my God, they are. They're hard as a fucking sheet of steel.
Yeah, when my dad broke his hip last year, he was in the hospital for like 6 or 7 weeks because they did a hip replacement.
Oh, I could not see Paul in the hospital for 6 weeks.
He'd be flying a drone from the hospital window.
Yeah.
He'd lose his fucking mind if he was in the hospital that long.
Yeah, I think anybody would really.
18 days, 18 days I was in last year, only got to me near the end. I was
I
ready to
couldn't
go.
do it. I mean, I
Well,
guess I could do it.
I had
I
good looking nurses. If I'd have seen that nurse that came in the night before I left, I'd have stayed another week.
Yeah,
If I
the
can
great
get
thing.
sick,
When I stood on that rusty nail and it caused an abscess in my foot and killed one of my toes and I had to have it amputated. I was in there for 8 weeks.
So if I can do 6 months in work release,
It was freaking
I can do it.
Damn, you were in there for almost 2 months or 2 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
6 months. That was Paul or Mark.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be in a hospital.
peace and quiet.
Well, think about these people that pretty much live in hospitals, dude. Like, there's some people that are in there 24/7. They
Yeah.
just never leave. There's some people that are that bad, like these kids that got like
Yeah.
cancers and shit at the cancer
Right.
research centers and shit. These
Yeah,
kids
like-
live in
Oh yeah.
they live in the
Kidney
hospital.
failure. But those children's hospitals, man, they got them things are set up different than a regular hospital. Like a
Oh,
daycare.
yeah, and they're very well funded too.
Yeah, like St. Jude's and stuff like that.
Yeah, they get billions of dollars in donations every year.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah,
rich
we
people
had a-
donate to them.
One of my first assignments when I worked DMS was at St. Charles Healthcare. It was a nursing home. And we had a guy in there that was paralyzed from the neck down. And he had been paralyzed for 10 years. He had fell off a ladder. 10 years he was in a bed on his back. And they had him hooked up to a machine that every so often it would move him, so he wouldn't get bed sores and stuff.
Mhm.
And I used to go talk to him and this guy, he said, I'm alive. He said, I'm alive. I get to watch television. He said, they feed me, and everything else. When it was time to eat, they'd raise him up and they come in and feed him, I said, I don't know if I could deal with that. He says, well, it's either that or die, But
My
after
aunt-
10 years, that'd be a long time. I'm sorry.
Dude,
My
have you
aunt-
seen? Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I say my aunt was in the hospital she wrecked her car. It tumbled through an intersection, took out some telephone poles, and she had such severe brain damage that she was in a hospital bed for like 2 years. And then finally she was well enough to get moved to a nursing home and she died like a month later.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, dude, check this out. This kid's like permanently paralyzed. He can't talk or anything, but he uses a computer to talk. Oh, dude, this kid fucks with his mom so bad in public. Watch, listen.
Drugs me to keep me a vegetable. She drugs me to keep me a vegetable. She drugs me to keep me a vegetable.
She drugged me to keep me a vegetable.
Please, Mom, I don't want to be a
Yeah,
vegetable anymore.
Yeah, that's funny.
Are you stealing?
He's having a blast.
Are you stealing, Mom?
Mom, I don't want to be a
I was wondering
vegetable.
if you're stealing again.
Are you stealing, Mom?
Seriously, dude.
Just be talking all kinds of shit to his mom when he's in public.
Merry
Said,
Christmas.
Mom, are you stealing again?
Do what?
It said, Mom, are you stealing again?
Yeah, and then he said, "Mom drugs me to keep me vegetable."
Yeah. He said, Mom, I don't want to be a vegetable. That's funny.
I turn this
Yeah,
shit off when I go in there.
Dude, you ever see that video of that guy? He had an accident. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but he was in a coma, literally a coma for over 10 years. And then one day he just woke up. He woke up and they told him how long it's been. He started bawling, crying. His family and friends all came down to meet him and see him and talk to him. And then he ended up dying like a month later. But he was in a coma. Imagine being asleep for 10 years. 10 years.
Oh yeah, and to you it probably felt like just a couple seconds.
Hold on.
Ed, he is at the hospital right now. I called his tenant this morning. She found him on the floor. His hip, neck, and his knee was hurting, or his back, neck, and his knee was hurting. And they put a neck brace on him and took him to the hospital. And Jim from Michigan is on his way down there now to go to the hospital to talk to Paul. Because he didn't have his phone on him. His phone was at his desk and he fell by the front door. But yeah, he's fine as far as right now. He's fine, so.
Here, check this out. Hold on.
What y'all doing? Stop it. You definitely gay.
What?
Loki went over there and jumped on Tino's back, and Tino turned around and bit the shit out of him. Look,
you guys hear?
something?
Can you guys hear
Yeah.
this?
No, we can see it though.
All right, hold on. I guess when you share from your phone, it don't share sound.
I honestly, share audio is off. It was just there in the little box. I saw
All right,
it.
hold on.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, there you go.
Gay dog.
Don Herbert was a firefighter in Buffalo, New York. On December 29, 1995, he was battling a house fire when the building's roof collapsed. Don was trapped under a pile of debris and nearly suffocated. A local news camera captured firefighters pulling Don from an attic window. By the time his wife Linda and 4 sons reached the hospital, Don was already in a coma.
I remember pleading and begging with him in the hospital when he was unresponsive, just, don't leave me, don't leave the kids, we need you, we need you.
You try to get him to squeeze your hand or move a toe or something like that, it just...
Basically begging him, to tell me, is he gonna get better or isn't he? And he just sort of said, well, look at him. What do you see? You see what I see, there's nothing there. And I was just devastated.
While Don languished in the nursing home, years passed, and his 4 boys grew into men. Determined to keep their father in their lives, Linda brought Don to birthdays and holidays, but says he sat slumped in his wheelchair, unaware of his surroundings.
What was it like as a kid growing up?
Words were a struggle. Don.
To see your dad like that.
You'd think after 10 years of seeing him hooked up to feeding tubes and different machines that you'd sort of get used to it or something, but I really never did.
Yeah, it made me sick to my stomach to go. I didn't go that often because I couldn't stand seeing him like that.
Then one day, 2 years ago, the nursing home called with shocking news. Don had woken up and was asking for his family.
How long have I been gone?
One of the nurses lent the Herberts a video camera to record Don's incredible awakening. His first words were a struggle. He hadn't spoken in nearly a decade. Family members and buddies from the firehouse rushed to Don's room. Blinded in the accident, Don recognized everyone by their voice. Everyone, that is, except his youngest son, Nick, who was just 4 when his dad was injured.
That's Nick holding your right hand.
Right here.
Oh my God.
Did he understand who you were?
He still thought that I was real young, and he went to put his hand out over me and
that's fucking wild, man.
to see how tall I was.
Crazy.
And we just kept telling him to raise his hand higher because he was trying to feel for me down low.
How long have I been gone?
Quite a while, pal. Quite a while. 10 years.
When he learns that he's been gone for 10 years, he seems heartsick about it.
Oh, yeah.
The sadness is palpable.
He felt so bad. He thought he abandoned us. He felt so bad that he wasn't there for the boys.
Did it feel like an opportunity to say?
That was wild, man.
That's crazy, isn't it?
10 years.
10 years asleep.
And then he died like a month later?
Yeah, he died it was a month, maybe 2 months later. He died.
What was the reasoning he died though? Did they ever come up with a reason why he died?
I'm not sure. It just it makes you wonder, how did he spend that long in a comatose state and lived, and then he wakes up and then dies a month later?
That's what I'm curious about.
Well, you figured they were feeding him and everything else, and nothing was going on with his body, so he was just basically they were keeping him alive basically.
Yeah, you have to look it up and see why he died.
Yeah, it'd be some trippy shit, dude. You go into a coma and you got little kids, and you wake up, all of a sudden they're fucking grown with kids.
Oh man,
Of their own.
yeah,
That'd be
that would be
wild.
wild. Fuck
Yeah, that would be crazy.
And then the worst part would be what if your mom and dad had passed away, or all the people that have died since you've been gone?
Yeah.
I just watched the body cam footage yesterday of this 75-year-old, and he had gotten arrested for a murder back in 1983. And unfortunately, all the family members that knew the girl, unfortunately, they all passed away before they got a chance to see that the killer was brought to justice, which is kind of sad. So all her family was gone. He was retired Air Force, and he was living in Hawaii, and the murder happened in California, and they finally figured it out through DNA. Just I think it was like 2 years ago when they caught him. They reopened the case.
Right.
And they ended up catching the dude. And for all those years, they thought it was the boyfriend. Turned out he had nothing to do with it. They kept trying to nail the boyfriend for it.
Yeah, that would suck. Could you imagine like being accused of a murder and cops being on your ass for like 20 years, and then come to find out they found out it wasn't you?
Well, and the thing was, is they re-interviewed the boyfriend in 2001, and I'm like, well, why the fuck didn't they run the DNA then? It doesn't make sense. Like the DNA was completely usable at that point.
Well, did they have a suspect to compare it against?
No, but they could have compared it to the boyfriend's DNA.
Is that who did it? The boyfriend?
No. It was some random guy that just happened to live in the area at the time.
Right.
And
Well, even if the DNA doesn't match, but yet there's other evidence pointing towards you, there's always going to be that suspicion. You know what I mean?
right, but they had like semen and blood DNA all over the girl's body, and none of it matched the boyfriend.
Right, but they could have been like maybe he had an accomplice or something. You know, you don't know 100% until. But I get what you're saying.
And some detectives are just not very good neither. There's some out there that are really good at their job, and then there's others.
Justin.
Do
DNA advances didn't really start coming about till the late 80s. So if it was in 1983, you know,
No, I'm saying
it would have been by then. By the time DNA advances came about, it would have become a cold case anyway.
Well, no, but I'm saying they reopened it back in 2001 and didn't run any of that stuff when they had the ability at that.
Well, that was just stupid. That what should have
been.
been.
And then they didn't even catch the dude till 2023.
Is that the one they found because one of his kids put something in Ancestry DNA or something?
No. But that has happened. That's what cops are doing now. They'll send the DNA off to like 23andMe and those different ones. And then because they don't have to have a warrant to do that, they can send the DNA off. And that's how they caught we had one cold case in our county. That's it. There's only been 2 unsolved murders in our county in the past 50 years.
Yeah,
until one of them, they know who the killer is, but they can't get anybody to rat on them or tell on them. You know, they can't get anybody.
Until this genealogy DNA stuff came out, where like you said, they use that like 23andMe service. You had to have a suspect either in CODIS or in custody to compare the DNA to. But now with that 23andMe, say you're fucking your third cousin twice removed on your fucking grandma's side or something. You know what I mean?
Also, as well, nowadays when you're arrested, they take your DNA straight away, don't they?
Only if you've committed a felony.
They do that
over
here.
It doesn't matter. They'll just do it anyway.
Or a violent crime.
Yeah, here they do that, but there's a lot of cases where that person happened to have never been in trouble, so they don't have any DNA. But like the cold case here of the lady that got killed like 40 years ago, that's what happened is the son of the killer sent his DNA in to do a family tree, and the sheriff's department had sent the DNA into these companies and said, if you ever get a hit, let us know. They were working with one of the universities on it. And all of a sudden, 23andMe gets back to them and says, oh, yeah, we have a relative that submitted their DNA. And they figured out it was the dad, but the dad had already passed away like 10 years before they figured it out. So they weren't able to arrest him, but they were able to close that case off. And they knew it was him. So
could you imagine that moment, right? You're the dad. Your kid comes in and goes, Dad, I've done the family tree. Look at who we're related to. And then you go, and how did you do that? You go, oh, I sent the DNA into.
Oh
Be
God,
like,
yeah, you'd be
no
sweating.
shit.
Yeah.
I'd be sweating for sure. Well, and that's how they've caught a lot of killers because of that, man.
If I committed a crime and I knew they had my DNA and it's been like years and years, I'd be contacting every family member that I could think of, telling them, hey, don't be sending your DNA in nowhere, trying to get me hemmed up. Don't do it. If I find out you sent your DNA into 23andMe,
you're next.
Yeah, you're next, bitch.
Yeah, that family tree's getting cut down.
Yeah, Hey, I'll burn this whole forest down.
Yeah, that's why, and that's the thing is they preserved DNA all the way back in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and kept the evidence, and people were able to. They've been able to solve cases that are that old now.
Yeah, as long as it's been collected properly. Like when you collect DNA, it's got to be in a paper bag. You cannot put it in a plastic bag because it sealed in a plastic bag, it creates bacteria. Got to be in a paper bag.
I thought they put it in that special plasticky stuff that's coated with shit inside it. I know they do over here.
I know they tell you, you can look it up. If you collect DNA, you got to make sure it's in a paper bag.
Yeah, I think over here they collect it in that plasticky bag thing, and then it gets airtight sealed until they need it.
But yeah, they've caught quite a few killers over here because of that. And then some killers have gotten caught because back when they like the what was it, the guy in Kansas that got caught, the was it BKY killer, BTK? Was it the BTK killer guy? The one that got caught because the dumbass, back when he was murdering people, this was before the internet and computers and shit. And then the dumbass sent a letter off from his local church, and they tracked the IP address.
Yeah.
Like, just happened probably about 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was
5 years ago.
BTK, bind, torture, and kill.
And that was a big mystery for decades, dude. They didn't know who that was. And then the dumbass started using all this modern shit to fuck with the cops, and they figured it out real quick who he was.
His name was Dennis Rader.
Yeah, Dennis Rader, yeah.
Bind, torture, kill.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like these days, to be a serial killer, dude, you better understand technology, let's just say, because you're gonna get caught real quick if you don't pay attention to every little detail. Cameras, fucking DNA, fingerprints.
Do all your dirt out in the middle of nowhere. Tell yourself, don't ever have a cell phone. Drive an old beat up car that has no electronics.
Yeah, like you gotta really watch what you're doing because there's cameras everywhere these days.
Right.
And they got DNA fingerprinting. I mean, they do so much like, what do you want to call it? Like laboratory type shit on you to find you.
Forensics, yeah.
Yeah, forensics, yeah.
Well, what I can't understand is somebody commits a murder and they just leave the body laying. Like, get rid of them. Like, that baffles me. Like, one of the best ways to get away with a murder is get rid of the body. If they don't have a body, there's no evidence that a murder was actually committed.
Yeah, that is true.
Unless they got like a shitload of blood or something, but get rid of the body, make sure it's never found, and make sure you got an alibi, and there's no forensic evidence pointing towards you. But your alibi is one of the main things.
Oh, I know these people will go out in the middle of the woods where barely anybody goes, and instead of burying it, they'll just leave it sitting there, and then just some random hiker or something happen to walk by and smell it or see it.
Fucking stupid. Like, take an hour, 2 hours, dig a hole, and bury the motherfucker. I would burn it.
That's like in California, dude, in the desert. It's so many people have gone missing out there and they've never found them because there's just hundreds of miles of just
Oh, yeah.
emptiness
Desert, and
that
you can dig
nobody ever
through
goes
easily.
to. Like you might have one person every 20 years that might walk through that area, you know.
The
Right.
best place used to be a sewage plant, but there's too many cameras now. A
Yeah,
sewage processing plant.
like I said, I don't know how people back in the day before all this
Yeah.
all this forensic and electronic evidence and all that, I don't know how the fuck they got caught.
Because
These
they're
people go out
idiots.
there and throw them in the sewage plant, and they dissolve within about
These
2
days,
days.
I understand how people get caught because there's so much forensic digital and just forensic evidence that they can fall back on to find
Yeah.
people.
One of the best things you can do if you just want to kill somebody is make it look like an accident or make it look like natural causes.
But I would definitely say today a smart serial killer that knows how to avoid all that shit is a lot more scarier than somebody from like Ted Bundy's era
Oh yeah.
or John Wayne Gacy, because they didn't have to worry about any of that shit. But somebody these days is a lot more calculated.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the FBI estimates at any given time there's 70 active serial killers across the US.
Oh yeah.
At any given time.
It happens. There's a lot of people that kill like that and get away with it. But it's not common, you know.
It's like they were saying if Ted Bundy was active, like if he did what he did back in the 70s, now they would have caught him a lot faster.
Oh
They
yeah.
said they would have been, because back then, dude, you could go 2 states over and nobody in that state knew what happened 2 states over.
Right. They had
Because
no
news
traffic cameras, nothing.
Yeah, and then cops didn't, like, agencies weren't interconnected back then either. So a
Right.
sheriff 2 states over didn't know you murdered somebody in a county, you know. So yeah, these days it's a lot more interconnected, you know. You're wanted for murder, they're gonna do some random police department 5 states over runs your shit, they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you slip through and they don't see it. Because they're all intertwined in their international databases and all that shit. Yeah, Ted Bundy was a fucking psycho.
Oh yeah. Fucking he's one of those eating people and shit.
I don't think he ate people, but he was like,
Or that was Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was the one that was really nasty.
Kept people's heads
And
in
I
his
don't know how
freezer.
the fuck he got away with it so long, because people for months were complaining about just the most god awful death smell coming out of his apartment, and they never went and checked on it. Like, you thought the cops would have went over there immediately. Like these days,
nobody wanted to go in.
well, like these days, if I called the cops and said, "Dude, there's a horrific smell coming out of somebody's apartment," I guarantee within an hour they would have had that door open and they would have been searching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's an exigent circumstances, smell of death.
But yeah, but back then, dude, he went for months and months, and his apartment just smelled like straight death, and they weren't doing anything about it. And all these people in the building were complaining about it and shit because it was wafting through the fucking vents in the building. And the one lady next to him lived next to him was complaining nonstop about it, and they did nothing to check on it or figure out what was going on. I don't understand that shit.
That's piss poor police work.
Yeah, and then remember the guy that ran and he convinced remember the guy that ran from his building, the young kid, and he was handcuffed, ran across a couple police officers, and fucking Jeffrey Dahmer convinced the police officers it was his boyfriend and they were just having fun and they let him go. And Jeffrey Dahmer took the dude back to his apartment and killed him.
That's crazy.
I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. Like, no. Yeah, those cops are fucking just morons. I'm sorry. If somebody runs up to you and they're handcuffed asking for help, you don't just assume. I don't know how you let somebody talk you into saying, "Oh, we were just playing."
Unless they were a bitch cop and was afraid to get into it.
Yeah. If I ran up on a cop around here and I was handcuffed and said somebody was trying to kill me, I guarantee they would be investigating immediately.
Well, just like those cops in Uvalde, Texas, on that school shooting, they knew kids were inside getting shot, and they were scared to go in the building.
Oh, I know Grady fucking ripped him a new one on social media about that.
Yeah, like
He
dude,
said my officers would never do that. He said if they don't, he goes, they will run in and kill you.
yeah.
He goes, yeah, he was pissed about that.
The number one,
He
the number
blasted
one
that.
qualification to become a police officer is bravery.
Yeah, if you can't handle that kind of pressure, then
Right.
you need to resign and leave that line of work.
Yeah.
Like I understand a single officer maybe has never been in an intense, because some officers can go their entire career without ever firing their gun or anything, right? And so I could see a single officer maybe getting into a situation like that, and really, because at the end of the day they're human like everybody else, getting scared and not wanting to intervene, and because they don't want to lose their life, right? But when an entire police department does that, yeah, something's wrong there. When every police officer was scared to go in.
Yeah, well, just like the cop from fucking the Parkland, the Marjorie Stone Douglas High School, that Scott Peterson guy, he failed. He was only one cop, but he failed to enter the building and he got criminally charged.
Oh yeah, he was the resource officer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
New kids were getting killed, and I mean everybody's different, but I'm telling you, if I was armed and there's kids in there getting killed, I'm fucking rolling and blasting. Even if you got to strategically move through the school, protect yourself, but hunt that motherfucker down.
Like I understand. See, in a certain situation like that, I understand maybe taking up a defensive posture at the entrance, and you should. I mean, should you run in by yourself and try to deal with it? It's kind of a double-edged sword. Maybe, yeah, but at the same time, should you wait for backup? Probably.
Yeah, but
I don't know. That's kind of a hard thing to really.
That's part of the job. You got to put your life. If there's innocent people being killed, I know every instinct tells you not to, but you got to put your life on the line. You got to take a bullet for kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. It's just, but I know which officer you're talking about. He just completely bitched out. He went and hid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all about the job. Like if you're not willing to do something like that, it's not the right job for you.
And like I said, and even officers aren't going to know what they'll do in that situation until they're in it.
Right.
That's when you'll find out what kind of officer.
You have to strategically make the decision.
Yeah, and anybody
if you're going to go in and get killed right off the bat, you might have to wait for backup.
Yeah. If you're outnumbered and outgunned and there's no way you can do anything, I mean, that's kind of obvious. But if you have no idea what's going on, you just hear gunshots in the school and you're just standing outside waiting. Like that's at least go in and assess the situation.
Look at that guy in school that came in and shot at this one kid that was sitting on a bench, and the principal come flying out the office, got shot in the leg, and took the guy down.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that footage. Yeah, he was in the. He caught him in the main office before he got into the school.
Yeah.
Principal, but that's the thing is regular people too. You don't know what regular people will do, and unfortunately, there's this bad like natural reaction that people do, especially in public, like where you'll see somebody getting attacked on a train and nobody wants to do anything. There'd be 20 people standing there and they're all just sitting there staring. But if one person decides to intervene, it usually can cause other people to say, okay, we need to do something. But if you don't have somebody there that's willing to take that extra step, unfortunately, you'll see big crowds of people just sit and watch shit like that instead of intervening.
Well, nowadays,
empowering the person.
Like that one dude, I forget his
Right.
name, where he choked that kid out on that train in New York because he was threatening people with a knife, and he ended up killing him. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
wasn't
people
he
are
a
scared to do
Marine?
anything. Yeah. Daniel
He
Penny.
didn't
That
kill
was
him.
his
He
name.
didn't kill him. He had a medical reason to die. He died with a medical reason afterwards.
Right. And then they prosecute him for standing up being a hero. That makes anybody else that sees that type of shit happen, they're not going to do anything for fear that they're going to be prosecuted.
Oh yeah, down here he would have gotten praised, dude. He would have had a fucking parade.
Yeah, he had a medal.
Oh yeah, he would have got a parade for that.
From liberal cities demonizing a hero, it's just baffling. Especially
Yeah.
when you have witnesses, victims on the train that said that dude was out of control. They agreed with everything dude did, and they still want to try to charge him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, 100%. I don't even think he end up getting found not guilty, right?
Yeah, he
Not
beat it.
guilty.
Yeah, he ended up beating that. Yeah, see, unfortunately, the president can't pardon people on a state level. He can only do it on a federal level. A governor can only do it on the state level.
Right.
If you're
And
you, president can only pardon you for federal charges, not state charges.
Right, and if it
Man.
was a red state, he probably could have called and you know, I mean, made something happen. But a blue state, a Republican president ain't gonna get much help.
Not from a governor, no.
No.
Guess what Rallies and Checkers has? Philly cheesesteak bites. Man, that sounds good.
Ooh, that sounds good. I love Philly cheese. Dude, Domino's Philly cheesesteak pizza is fucking off the chain if you never had one of those.
Yeah, I've
That
had one.
is some good shit right
I
there.
actually,
yeah, Domino's
I
Philly
actually
cheesesteak
did not
pizza.
like it.
I do, and I love it. I get it with the stuffed crust. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I actually did not like it. I don't know what it was I didn't like about it. I remember I didn't like it.
I love their Philly cheesesteak pizza. Although you gotta with even big companies like that, even though they try to be consistent across the board with their menus, it's really all about how a particular individual store is ran, because that person could have completely botched the recipe that was supposed to go on that pizza, you know.
Right.
That's why I won't go to a chain restaurant and have a bad experience and be like, I'll never go to any of those again. Because
Yeah,
you
it's
can go
all
to
about-
one McDonald's and the food's excellent, and go to another McDonald's it's absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's all about the management, because the management are, you know, what I mean, teaching the employees and making sure they're supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. So if you got bad
Right.
management, the store's gonna be shit.
Exactly. If you're not following what the company says, especially
Right.
franchises, they can go a little off the rails. Some franchises.
You know, when I was GM, I used to periodically walk back and double check the pizzas coming through the oven to make sure they were exactly right.
Now, if it's a mom and pop restaurant and you go in there and the food is absolute garbage, yeah, I'll probably never go back there again.
Yeah, right.
But if it's a chain restaurant, I can't say that it's bad, because there's thousands of stores and one might be terrible, the other one it might be really good,
Yeah, it's like
because
the
they know
Denny's-
how to follow the recipes correctly.
It comes down to
Denny's-
management.
Yeah, the management. The Denny's down here in Perryville is trash. Their fucking sodas are flat. They undercook everything. But the one up here in town is excellent.
Right, exactly.
They need to do something with the McDonald's we have in town, because it is trash, man. You go in, you can't even dine in because the tables are always dirty. Got sticky soda on the seats. They don't never have ketchup at the dispenser. They never have sweet and sour sauce. They're always out. They're always out of Happy Meals, all kinds of shit. They're always out of. And then you go through the line and you're literally waiting 15, 20 minutes sometime.
Hey, Justin, California needs to have that earthquake and it needs to fall into the sea. Because they had that election, right? 2 weeks ago, right? And Bass, first off, is the one leading with like 28%, which she shouldn't have even been able to, nobody should have voted for her. So then the Spencer Pratt, which is probably the best guy for the job, it was second with 26%. And then the next closest guy was some guy with 21%. And then this woman, and she looked like she's Somalian or something like that.
Something wrong.
And she's at like 18%, right? Now they've been counting votes for 2 weeks. Now all of a sudden, she's in third place, like a 0.5% behind Spencer Pratt. There is no way in hell that they're not fixing this.
You can't trust them. You cannot trust them.
I'm
That's
telling
like they're what are they overseeing themselves to make sure that they're doing everything correct?
Right.
Guys,
And the thing was, 4
guys.
years ago, the election would have been over with. And then when whatever the guy's name out there, that's the governor, he changed the election rules to say you could drop the ballot in that day, and then we got to count them all. And we could take up a month to do it and all of this.
Talking about Newscomb.
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 Yeah.
Newscomb, that fucking moron, dude. That dude's an idiot.
He is a fucking idiot.
I'll tell you what, if they need to have federal people go in and check the election right now.
No.
Because they need to check it, because I guarantee you they're either stuffing things or they're changing votes.
Dude, the feds are up their ass right now for a fraud. So
yeah, because they found more fucking fraud going on in California now than Minnesota.
Yeah.
the hospice and everything. Dude, they had like 500 hospice offices in like 3-block area. 500.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Nick Shirley and that one guy that did that co-investigation. They really fucking. They're the ones that blew the whole Minnesota thing up, and now they were over in California and brought all that into attention now. Nick Shirley, dude, that kid's only like 22 or 23 years old, and he's been out there just fucking left and right with all these fraud that's going on. He's a really good investigator for his age.
And he got threatened the other day in where was it, at New York City or something like this? He was walking on the street, and some guy come up to him and started screaming at him, saying that you need to die, you need to be Charlie Kirk and all this stuff and all of this stuff. Come to find out, the guy that was screaming at him is an attorney, immigration attorney. So the federal government's looking into that, and they're gonna probably charge him with hate crimes. And they're trying to charge him with that and try to get him disbarred.
No, they don't need to charge him with hate crime. They need to charge him with
a
it
threat.
It would be inciting violence.
Yeah, inciting violence, but they need to charge him with everything. And no, the guy, they might because the guy.
Well, you had free speech over there.
The guy wasn't white. Let's put it that way. He wasn't black, but he wasn't white. He was something else.
if you incite violence or threaten people, that's not covered under freedom of speech.
Right. That's
that's the only thing that's not covered under freedom of speech.
Seems to
But what
swing
they
both
need to do
ways
is
by
take
looks of it.
you don't need to be an attorney if he's going to do that.
Right.
I think we still got some sunshine. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome. 3D printed RC speedboat. I have a motor and ESC sitting around.
Dude, Al sent me a video last night. I think it was Al. I'll have to go back in Messenger and look who sent it to me. But this chick was printing like fucking 20-foot fucking like statues and shit. Printing them in pieces and then building them like different characters and shit.
Dude, that A2L, man, I'd like to get one of those for that build volume.
Let me go look up.
Not a bad printer for $500.
Yeah, we see what we've done with it. All the frame is full of little beads to take the vibration out of the system.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool looking little printer, man. I like the enclosed like the X1C and the P1S, but I really enjoy the openness of the A1, like in the Mini, because you can see all around it. You can see everything. You can damn near look in the nozzle, you know.
So this is the girl here. I know why Al was watching
I
this.
create
You
this
don't care about the
life-size,
prints.
8.5 foot tall, 3D printed statue.
She
But
almost
not
looks
just
AI.
one statue, but
You see how
also
big that
this
fucking thing is?
14-foot statue. But
What
another
thing?
one
I see
and
two things
more,
pretty big.
which both of them stand
Yeah.
at around 7 feet. Not just
I see
statues,
4
but
things.
full-size cosplay just like these. And it's a little hard to see, but this entire mannequin and the armor were
She look a little fat down south.
This is where the magic happens.
Damn.
The room that holds most
She
of
looked like she ain't missed the Boston
didn't
cream in a
always
while.
look like this. I kind of had my printers all over the house, which really wasn't that efficient
That's a
because
nice
I had to
setup.
run around between different
that her
rooms
stuff?
all the time, and
Yeah.
that got old real quick. But I didn't plan it that way. And I started off with my first printer, which
Oh,
was my
print.
Bamboo P1S. And this Darth Vader figurine was the first thing I printed, and it took about 8 hours or so. What I really wanted to make was my life-size Space Marine, and with just one printer, that would have probably taken months or even
I don't see any camel toe.
Did she design it? I wonder.
logic.
She designed it.
I heard that, Mark.
to get even more printers. So in total, I have 27 bamboo printers in this room only, and it took me
Wow.
about 7
Only?
months to get all of these. Now I'm
Only?
gonna give you a quick
Yeah.
tour of my
Wait, hold on.
Only
Was that a
fan.
bunch of AMSs? Look at that.
AZ got nothing on her.
Look at that.
Her
Look at all
only-
them AMSs, dude.
No, that looks like filament.
That's
I don't know. Those are some big ass boxes, though.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the little picture on there. It's AMS.
Yeah, it looks like that looks like the side. That would look like an
And
AMS
it says
box.
bamboo on the side.
Yeah, it could be. Could be.
God damn, she said only 27 printers.
Her
Yeah,
OnlyFans page
AZ
is paying
got
for all
nothing on
that.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, OF 3D printing page. Where's that?
Yeah,
at?
her OnlyFans is paying for all that.
Here, I'll put the link in the chat if y'all
Or
want.
her sugar daddy.
Don't, guys, don't worry. Booney's okay.
Boone?
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
He's out there playing soccer. Here, I'll
How the
send
hell
it to Randy
how-
and Joe.
You want the
How'd he get
ball?
How'd he get to Barcelona?
I don't know. Look.
He
Yeah,
escaped.
I sent it to you, Randy and Joe. If anybody else
Okay.
wants to let me know.
It makes me laugh that
I'll check it
the
out.
the fourth official still put the sign up saying 3 minutes. You ain't playing with that ball no more.
That looks like a Malinese. Good luck catching up, fuckers. Those things are fast and they'll jump over like a 10-foot wall like it ain't nothing.
I know,
Oh,
look.
those things are crazy
Almost
shit.
looks like a dingo dog. A dingo.
Dingo ate
Dingoes
your
are
baby.
ugly, dude.
A dingback. Dingo. Dingo dingback.
Yeah, dude, they cannot catch him. He's like, yeah, fuck you. They are trying. Where did he even come from? How the hell did he get in the stadium?
It looks like he's got a leash attached to him.
See how they got him in? How they got him?
Definitely in a service dog.
Yeah.
Service dog would never act like that.
Yeah, but you see how they got him and did the fake throw into the building. So the dog went and run in.
Yeah, he just wanted to play with the ball. That's all he wanted. I'm just so curious how the fuck you got in there to begin with. Because are you allowed to bring animals in there with you? If they're
No.
not service animals?
No,
Service
it's like
animal, yeah.
It's like Blackburn Rovers a few years back when they were protesting against their owners. They brought in a load of chickens. How they got them through the turnstiles, nobody knows.
Hit them under their jackets or something.
But all of a sudden, there were chickens running around the pitch. I mean, you normally get cats and squirrels stopping games because they just go anywhere they fucking like.
That I understand, but the dog, he must have just happened to just find the right little path in there.
But also, as well, they open the exit gates with like 10 minutes to go, don't they? So fans can leave.
Unless that was maybe some official's dog or something he brought with him and was locked in a
Now,
room. when
I've got a
bitch got
feeling
out.
it's probably got him from the exit gate being open with 10 minutes to go. Because you see the fourth official hold the 3-minute board up.
In number 1.
Green out there.
What the hell
What's
are
up,
you guys
Donald?
still doing on?
Why you're all like sideways on our screen?
Well, because technically we've only been
there you
on
go.
2 hours, in it.
There you go. Now you're
That
fixed.
fix it?
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
we're
where's
good
your
now.
windshield? Oh, never mind. It looked like you set it on the hood of the car.
Oh, mushroom Swiss burgers are so good, Logan.
Ooh, mushrooms are nasty.
Dude, I'm
Oh,
not a big
no.
Swiss cheese fan, but I can eat a mushroom Swiss burger.
I can't eat much. I like Denny's bourbon burger.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, a good bourbon burger.
Yeah. I get extra bourbon sauce on the side.
You don't like mushrooms?
No, nope.
I love mushrooms, man.
It's got a lot to
Awesome.
do with texture to me. I'm a big texture person.
You don't like that slimy shit going down your throat?
Nope. I like a crunch, crunchy.
Justin, can you do me a favor? I know you like Corsair, so just buy 1 or 2 of these, test it out, and then send it me.
That's the K100. Yeah, I want that. The
Yeah, look at
Galleon
that.
100. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that thing is badass, dude. It's
got
got
all them
a
fucking options down
yeah,
the
it's got
side
a
there.
stream deck built into it. That thing, yeah, I saw the advertisement for that a couple months ago, and I was like, man,
It's a
that
shame
thing's
they didn't
fucking
keep
nice.
the number pad there and put the stream deck across the top. You know,
How
like a
much
long
is
ass
that?
screen across that. 309 quid over here.
Let me look it up and see how much.
$400. Which one is it? The K what?
159.
It's the Galleon 100 SD Stream Deck. Mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, it's $349 here.
Yeah, it is.
God, I would love to have
that
that.
plus tax?
No, that's just what their listed price is.
I like how it says underneath. Why don't you consider? And then there's got like little cheap,
And it's got
cheap shitty mouse pad.
And it's got hot swappable PVT double shot switches. Those are nice.
It's £309.
It's
is
not
over,
wireless, it's wired, huh?
over 400.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, wireless keyboards, unless you're literally physically taking your keyboard around with you places, wireless keyboards are the most useless fucking thing because you'll end up running a cable to constantly charge it anyway. So you
Yeah,
might as well
my
just
keyboard-
have a wired keyboard.
My keyboard's wired. My Alienware keyboard.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well just buy a wired keyboard unless you're one of those people that
You-
literally takes your keyboard
You
around.
also
Right.
get loss in speed.
I didn't
If you
see
need-
wireless.
I didn't see a use for the wireless one.
No, dude, I was so big on wireless keyboards a few years ago. And then when I bought my K70, I was thinking, man, I was like, I have to run a fucking USB-C cable to it anyway. I have to have it constantly sitting on my desk because I have to charge it every couple days. I'm like, what's the point of buying a wireless one then? So I just decided to go back to wired. Even with the mouse, I used to have a wireless Corsair and keyboard, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do wireless again.
This makes me laugh, right? It says on this keyboard, right, that the keys are guaranteed for up to 80 million presses. Who the fucking hell sat there and pressed that key 80 million fucking times?
The mechanical? A
Jim's
robot,
calling
yeah.
me. Give me a minute, guys.
Okay.
It is a badass keyboard. And voice,
Yeah, it's nice.
voice comms, system stats, streaming.
Yeah, but that's overkill for what I use it for.
Yeah, it's made for gaming.
Yeah, it's all gaming.
But I'm sure it would come in handy editing too. Or streaming or editing.
And make sure it's all clean and nothing stuck in it. That was
A lot of money for a keyboard.
Yeah. That's more than some fucking computers cost. Oh, excuse me.
We lived on the one that we thought was broken works.
I did say
Yes.
it was that.
Well, guys, I'm jumping off. I'm going to get my Air 3S and I'm getting my Avata 360 and I'm going fly.
Good luck.
Happy
Sounds
Paul.
fun.
While I can, I want to go out to the by the lighthouse, I think, and see what's going on around the river, and maybe fly out to the lighthouse. But I definitely need to get some D-log on my with a 360 because I want to play with it and see what it does.
Aren't you going to wait until Justin's finished talking to Jim on the phone to find out how Paul
Are you
is?
talking to Jim right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a minute.
Joe, I found a perfect t-shirt for you.
Nah, not me.
I just got off the phone with Jim. They did a scan on Paul's neck and head and all that stuff. They said so far everything looks good, no problems. They're looking at his lower back now because he's complaining about a lot of pain around his lower back, like in his butt area. So they're checking that area right now. They're doing another scan for him now on there.
You're going to do a scan around his lower back. Oh, look, Boston cream. Ooh, a Boston cream.
Well, that's
Ooh.
what the reason he's hurting because all them Boston creams shifted.
That could be hip or his pelvis then.
Yeah.
Jim said he'll be back. They said that he'll be gone for about a half hour while they do a couple more tests, and then he said he'll let me know when Paul gets back to the room and all that good stuff. So
he's at the ER. He's not in a room. He's in the ER, right?
Yeah, he's at the emergency room, but Jim's in his actual ER room waiting for Paul to come back from his test. So he got there about 20, 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's probably fine. They probably won't keep him. They'll want to give him some pain meds or something. Then he'll take his pain meds. If he takes his pain meds, and then he'll go fly the ship while he's taking pain meds. So I'm up in my bet on how long it's going to take to lose that drunk.
No, you're going to find out he's like 10 times better when he's on fucking pain medication out there doing loops and shit around the shit.
Did he get insurance on this drone?
No.
No.
Why the hell not?
He needs to call his insurance guy. He said now you want to hear the funny part. He said that he put a claim in against the one he told him that was broke.
So he had that one covered?
Apparently, he said that was covered, but then we never heard nothing else about it after that.
It wasn't covered. They made him start a new policy for $50.
Oh, well, that's not bad. So it is covered then. He did get insurance on it.
The old one, but he told the guy it was broken.
Oh.
And the guy said, "Well, it's going to be $50." And he said, "Well, it's broken. Do you still have it?" He says, "Yeah." And the guy charged him $50 on a broken drone.
Oh my God.
Oh, so he's paying 50. Oh, so he paid
$50. He can't claim it because it's broken.
Yeah, I would have told. I would have just put it on the policy, called it 2 months later, and said I wrecked it.
Yeah, or call and switch it.
And it's not broken anymore. Somebody else got it, so that's over with. He needs to call him. He needs to call him and say, "Switch that drone for this drone with the new number."
He needs to find a new hobby.
Yeah, you got a point.
Good luck.
Hey, who was that?
That's a hell of a sky there, Donald.
Oh, that was Donald.
So I'm going to fly. I'll be back in a little while.
Nasty looking.
You got a better chance of telling him to stop eating Boston creams.
Where are you heading to, Donald?
I'm gonna go to the store and do some shopping real quick. And the sky is actually pretty nice right now. It's not looking too bad.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
A little cloudy.
Our sky looks great.
I don't know. Through our view, it looks nasty. Is it like that wall to wall all the way around, or is it just like half the sky?
Oh no, it's all the way.
It looks like it could rain.
Oh, it has been. It's supposed to rain for the next several days.
It looks like it could rain, and then windscreen wipers are just there for the fun. Can't you see the rain, Randy?
Right.
Huh. The sun just peeked through the clouds for like half a second here.
Peaceable. Goodbye.
Going to Walmart, huh?
Yep. My wife gave me a getting list, and so I'm getting.
Like I said before, too, you're probably like those little outings to get out of the house. Huh?
Oh yeah,
This is my sky.
especially when
Show off.
we've had when we got nasty weather.
Randy, no one likes to show off. You and your blue fucking sky.
It's about half cloud. It's my sky looks about like what Randy's does right now.
A little cloudy, not bad.
Mine's just looking pure grey.
Yeah.
There's not even any shadow to it. It's just grey.
I'd rather have a partially cloudy. This is the best type of sky for flying a drone. You don't want it to be pure blue sky. You want to have clouds, give a little definition to your shot.
Oh, you get definition here, all right. It's raining again.
Oh yeah, Randy's sky looks much better than mine.
Yeah, that's about what my sky looks like right now. Looking out the window now. Just a little sparse clouds.
Head in here. I might lose you guys when I get inside.
Oh yeah, signals suck in Walmart.
Yeah.
And then in order to
Don't they
connect
have
to
free
their
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, they do, but you got to connect to your Walmart accounts. Pain in the fucking ass. You used to just be able to connect it, but now you got to sign into your Walmart account when you go to connect it.
Yeah, you have to do that with Tesco's as well, I think.
No, Tesco's, you just connect straight away. Well, you do
Well,
here.
they do that because then it's not such an. It's technically still like an open public network, but they can keep track of who's signing into it.
It's data harvesting.
Well, you already have. Most people that shop at Walmart already have a Walmart account, so it's not really.
No, it's data. When I say it's data harvesting, because once you're on their Wi-Fi, they can see exactly where you're looking, how long you're looking at that product, and so on. It's just gathering more information on you.
Ooh, what's up, Dusty?
Look, Justin's in the bra section again. He's been here a couple of hours.
Why would I not be in the bra section? I ain't gay. Yeah, look at all. You got to watch the women coming in.
I could just see Justin stood there. I'm going to be buying this for my wife. Could you just try it on for me? She's flipping
That's
about
what you
your
do.
figure.
Yeah, exactly what you do in Victoria's Secret. That's like the most awkward store to walk into if you're not with a woman, or even with if you're with a like.
You want to try walking into walking into Ann Summers.
So, yeah, if you go in there and you get separated from your girlfriend or your wife or whoever you went in there with,
Yeah, you're
it's
done.
really awkward. All these women walking around looking at thongs and shit, and you're just standing there trying to act like you're just.
When you go into Ann Summers, you go, where's the men's stuff? And they go, it's right at the back. What they didn't forget to tell you is you got to go through all the toy section first. All the vibrators just sticking out. You get to the back and there's like a couple of thongs and stuff, and man, that's it.
I don't think Victoria's Secret carries anything for that. Although I haven't been in one of them stores in years.
I tell you what, they must make a killing on them sweets at the checkout in Ann Summers.
I've been to Victoria's Secrets a few times this past year.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time. Sir, I don't really shop at Victoria's Secret.
With that being said, I usually sit outside on the bench.
I like how we're walking around. We're talking about Victoria's Secret and Donald's shopping really fast. Shut up, you bastards.
I got my headphone in if I can hear nothing.
Well, they just hear the one-sided conversation of Donald saying crazy shit.
No, I will not do that with my penis. Don has no pride. You guys don't remember that.
Oh, I can imagine shopping with you. Your missus must hate it.
I used to just grab random things off the shelf and toss them in the air and watch her try and catch it.
Oh, dude, I know I fuck with Sarah too sometimes when we go to the store together. Start
It's
like doing like floss dancing in the middle of the aisle and shit, embarrass the fuck out of her.
It's like the other day when we went, when me, Laura, and Paige went to the supermarket. I went to the cucumbers and I went to Laura. I went, Laura, should we just get a straight one? And does it need to be big, fat, or you know? The woman's face stood next to me. It's like, what the fuck? And I'm just there rubbing it with my hand, going, yeah, does it need to be straight?
He just said random shit in there, yelling real loud too. My porn addiction isn't as bad as yours.
Shit means that.
Or you go up to the register with like a box of condoms, like you get some random shit like a box of condoms, like a thing of bananas, maybe a couple cucumbers, and you walk up there and you pretend you're on the phone and say, "You think this is going to be enough for all four of us tonight?"
The other thing is, you pick up a box of condoms, you're walking along, and you just chuck it in the old gentleman's basket.
You know, that's like one of the number one stolen items in retail stores is condoms. It's like one of the top, like
Razor
5.
blades over here is the number one, but yeah.
And the
I
reason
wouldn't be
is
surprised.
because, well, the reason is a lot of times
They're
people
embarrassed.
they're embarrassed. And then I've even had kids that we caught stealing them, and they thought they had to be 18 to buy them. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, there's no age limit on buying condoms.
I remember
You can be
working
10
here.
and buy them.
Yeah, they would rather kids get them. Raw dog it, yeah.
What were you saying, Donald? You what?
I remember working here and had a kid get busted stealing condoms one time, and we had him back in the back room in the security room, and that girl who ran security at the time, she just grilled this kid. Well, what were you going to do with these? She did everything she could just to embarrass
something into the business.
Yeah, mate. What?
If I was the kid, I would say, well, we was hoping to use them on you.
Dude, my store manager, when you got arrested, the cops and the store manager, especially if you were an employee, they would purposely walk you around every aisle of the store before they walked you out the front door.
That's fucked up.
Just to show off that you got arrested for stealing. They would embarrass the fuck out of you, dude. They would. The cops around here, they'll do that. They'll arrest you and they'll walk you around the store for a little bit before they take you out front and put you in the car.
Making an example.
Yeah, but nowadays over here, if they did that, you'd be getting around the applause as you're being walked around the store. Every fucker's shoplifting these days.
Oh, they're big on shoplifting around here, dude. You better not get caught because they don't play. Every one of the stores has a banner on it that says shoplifting, you can get a free ride, and it has a picture of like the police cars and shit. It's like a banner thing.
Oh yeah, we have that.
Shoplift. But they're strict around here, dude. Like I said, I've seen them put people on blast on Facebook looking for somebody because they stole like a fucking pack of gum or something.
That's
something
crazy.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Like
well,
a $5 or $10 item, and then they put them all over Facebook.
Yeah, over here, our Home Bargains has a life-size cutout of a police officer in the doorway, and he's got a message that says, "I'm looking for you."
Love one of them. Doesn't know.
Just like we have a car around here that they park in front of the. They'll park in front of like random retail stores and park it and leave it.
Yeah,
and it's a half taxi, half police car painted. And it says, which ride would you rather take? And it shows you what you would like, the different charges and how much it's going to cost you in legal fees, and then how much a taxi ride is to go home.
Yeah, but Mark, you don't want to know why your store doesn't have one anymore. It's been stolen.
Yeah, that's nicked it. Yeah.
It'll be in some kid's bedroom on the back of the door.
My wife put down on her shopping list a fruit tray and dessert. Now, isn't that the same thing?
Probably.
Well, it depends on what you consider dessert. You're more healthy, so a fruit tray would be a dessert for you.
Yep. I'm thinking we're gonna get some cupcakes of some sort.
Whatever you get's gonna be wrong, you know that. She let the bag thing on the shopping list. Dessert.
Yeah. But Oreo cupcake minis.
Yeah, an Arctic
Oh,
Roll.
those are good. I've had those before.
And I get confetti as well. Ooh.
Ice cream.
No, we're getting churro.
I think Mark would have a field day in
Oreo
Walmart's
and churro.
bakery section. I know he'd be loving some snack foods too.
Oh, they had loads of cakes and pastries and stuff on the reduced section in Tesco's the other day, and Kate nearly emptied it into the trolley.
No, Donald is not shoplifting, Debbie.
Don't speak too quickly.
He shoves a bottle of freaking barbecue sauce down his pants. Fucking Randy was in here telling everybody how to get around the damn self checkouts one day.
Talking about scanning, bogus scanning.
I can't remember what exactly Randy said, but yeah, he was talking about something about, what was it about chicken weight, or was weight with chicken or something? You were talking about?
Yeah, no. What you do is, I don't do it because, I mean, I think I've done it one time, but I don't do it because, I got a lot to lose. But if you take one bag and put 2 packs of chicken in it, or 2 packs of steaks, and then you tie it up, you know what I mean, so it doesn't leak any juices out. And then when you scan it, just scan the top one. Because one bag, but it's got 2 packs in it. So it looks like you scanned the one pack.
Yeah, Walmart's new AI though, if they've introduced into their self checkouts, is pretty fucking good though.
But they can't do anything because you scan the package when it went across, so it doesn't think you moved something across that you didn't scan because you scanned it. But what it don't realize is you got 2 packs in that bag.
Yeah, ours weighs the items in the bagging area, and if it doesn't, what you've just scanned.
There are a lot of big box stores, everything's usually pre-weighed and already labeled, so you just scan the label.
Yeah, you don't have to weigh it unless it's like produce.
That, I mean, you scan it and it knows you bought like 400 grams of steak.
Oh,
and you put it on the bagging area, and there's a scale in the bagging area, and it knows 800 grams of steak on it.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
technical.
see, ours has scales, but the scale only activates when you're using something that needs to be weighed.
Yeah, it's not in the bagging area. It's on the actual scanner itself. The scale is.
Yeah. So if you run something across that's already pre-weighed and pre-priced, you don't have to even set it down. You can just pick it up, scan it, and put it right in the bag.
Well, what Mark's saying is they have a scale actually on the bagger.
Oh yeah, Walmart does have that in some of their self checkouts. Because ours does that. If you put something in the bag that hasn't been scanned and it notices a weight difference, it will tell you.
Well, there's a way around that too. Don't hang it up. Grab the bag and put it in the bag and put it right in your cart.
Yeah, you can do that. That's the only way to get around that.
Here's what I like to do. And a lot of people don't know about this trick. What I like to do is I like to put everything, ring it up like normal, and then paper.
You go bagging area before you even put it in your bags.
I like to just scan everything properly and just pay for it. It's a good strategy.
I haven't been caught yet.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I'm just saying, if you wanted to, that's how you could do it.
Like every time they ask me to check my receipt, I just walk by. Like, if you think I stole something, go check the fucking camera. Bye.
I can't be doing shit like that. If I got caught doing something like that, I'd lose my concealed carry and all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah, you'd lose a lot of shit. Your job probably too.
Yeah. I don't do that.
Because most jobs will put you on leave, unpaid leave and if you're found not guilty, they'll let you keep your job. But if you're found guilty, you automatically lose it.
Right. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to, that's how you could do it.
We used to have them. We used to, and the thing is too, is like we had employees that thought, oh, I got arrested. Walmart won't know about it. No, they figured it out within 24 hours. They knew that that person would, they monitor that shit. And then the person would come in and then we'd have to pull them in the office and be like, so what happened? Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to put you on paid leave or unpaid leave until you're found not guilty and your case goes through the court.
That's
If you're
crazy.
not found not guilty, you can come back to work. If not, you're done.
That's crazy. If it doesn't, it should, like, you know how like jobs do a background check and certain stuff will prevent you from getting a job. Like
Right.
if it doesn't have anything to do with that, it shouldn't matter with your job. Like there's been people at my
Well, it
job
doesn't matter.
that have gotten locked up and were gone for like 3 weeks and then got out and came back and got the job back.
See, Walmart would put you on unpaid leave even if you got a DUI or something. That had
That's
nothing to
great.
do with your job.
Yeah, that's
It doesn't matter. You get arrested, boom, that's right off because they do the background checks on you. So if you're being accused of any felony or misdemeanor, that's automatically the corporate automatically tells them, nope, we don't want them.
I work for it's the second largest cold storage facility in the entire world. Lineage and my company are always bouncing back and forth between 1 and 2. And our safety manager is a convicted child P.
Wow.
Possessor. Yeah.
Some companies, but see, there's some companies that actually get like tax breaks and stuff for helping convicted felons to get jobs.
Right.
So
Like,
there
he's
are
been
some
caught
companies
twice.
out there that will do that.
He's been caught twice with child P.
Why he was working there?
No, it was before he was working.
Oh.
Actually,
I was going to
no,
say, because your company probably does that where they hire ex-felons.
yeah, the second time he got caught was like right before he got hired. It might have been while he was a regular employee. I'm not sure. I'll have to check his
I
website.
I could see your company doing like the whole felon hiring thing and trying to help people out. That I understand. But if somebody got caught doing something like that while they're working there, dude, and they kept them, that's fucking just, I don't know. I
Dude,
don't
it's
agree with
crazy.
that.
The company, see, our company was bought out in 2020. Before it was bought out, it was owned by a private owner. Like I knew the owner. He started the cryo. Like back in the day, they used to transport cold storage across rail lines with like these completely sealed rail cars that they sprayed like Freon or argon or something in them, and it closed them up and it kept it cold. Well, he pioneered the reefer car industry. His name was Marvin Weiner. He's the one that like pioneered that industry. Well, him and his son bought 2 warehouses, my warehouse and another one in Chambersburg. They were more strict on that type of stuff than this big ass company is. It's crazy. Like they would put random drug tests on us and stuff like that. My company, I've never gotten a random drug test. To be honest, I haven't gotten a drug test since they took it over.
Well, the companies, like I said, your company's probably getting some kind of tax break for helping ex-felons get jobs, which is, I don't mind companies doing that because if somebody's legit trying to turn their life around and they just need a job.
Yeah.
But I think if they reoffend why they're on the job, then they should let them go. Like as long as they're keeping their nose clean and they're not doing anything, then that's fine. But yeah.
Right. What do you want,
And I
buddy?
think, but a lot of companies have abandoned drug testing. A lot of them have, unless it's required by the government. Most of them have abandoned it. Walmart don't drug test anymore either. Walmart used to be real big on drug testing.
Well,
They
I
don't do
think
that no more.
if you're not operating heavy equipment or having anybody's lives in your hand, I think drug testing isn't really necessary.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be driving or operating equipment or operating machinery, drug testing is mandatory.
Well, the thing is like we were paying on average about $100 a person to drug test them, right? And when I was working at Walmart, and 99, I'm telling you, 99% of the drug testing people popped positive for was always marijuana. And so Walmart was like, well, we're tired of spending hundreds of millions of dollars on drug testing every year.
They, well,
Their
my company quit.
insurance didn't really require them to have to do that. So they said, well, we're just going to quit doing it because it's being legalized in so many states. There's no reason to sit and keep wasting all this money trying to fight it.
Right.
And
Well,
they
my
went on
company
their
stopped drug.
statistics of what mostly people were getting popped for. So
My company stopped drug testing for marijuana, but they still drug test for everything else.
and Walmart doesn't even drug test now if you get hurt. They just take you to the hospital.
That's crazy.
They used to, the only ones that I know that still get drug tested unless they've changed it was if you went into salary management or you were an AP or you worked in one of the warehouses. Those were the only employees that still get drug tested. The regular, just standard stocker at Walmart or truck unloader or anything like that, they weren't testing them anymore. They gave up on it. And because there was a lot of times too, we would get somebody that would come in for an interview. They would go do the drug test. They would come for orientation for 2-3 days, and then they would leave and quit. And you'd never see them again. But we had to pay them for that 3 days, and we just wasted $100 getting them drug tested for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Especially when you got a lot of employees like that. It's a lot of money you're wasting.
Did you guys see me walking around the parking lot looking for my truck when I drove my wife's car?
No, I saw your phone was facing the sky most of the time, so I didn't see what you were doing.
I was walking up and down the aisles. I'm like, where the hell did I park? I can't. I know I parked on one of these two aisles, and I could not find my truck anywhere. And I remembered.
That's when you hit your key fob. That's the best thing to do. Set the alarm off.
I reached. I was like, I'll grab my keys, and when I thought keys, I thought, oh.
See, I can't mistake my keys for Sarah's because my keys are very minimal. I have the key fob, I have the key to my safe, and I have I think one other key on there for something else of mine. And that's it. I have nothing else on there.
The key for my truck is keys and all kinds of other stuff. Keys for all kinds of things. And then when I take the car, I just take the fob.
But Sarah's key ring, dude, there's like a million fucking key rings on there, and it's just, and I can't stand that shit. And her mom's key ring's even worse, dude. I just take the key fob off and take it with me if I got to take their keys.
I usually keep the key fob in my car all the time. Just leave it in there. But I can use my phone to unlock it, and I have a keypad also on the side of the car.
Oh yeah.
Instead of having to always keep track of it, just leave it in the car.
Now, here's the question. Should I go to the light or go to the other side of the lot?
Just run it.
Let me go to the light. The other side of the lot is quicker if you can jump
Yeah.
out and beat traffic. But
So this is my key ring here. I just got my key fob. I got my Wawa card, the key to our bedroom, and my key to the safe. And that's it. That's all that's on there in my lanyard because I'll put it in my pocket and just let it hang.
Do you have a shed?
A shed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's no lock on it though.
Oh.
It's not really a problem around here with people walking up and stealing shit out of your yard.
Well, I got my bike in my shed. That's why I got a big ass lot.
Like I said, it's the crime around here is very low, so it's not real. You don't really have to worry about that kind of shit too often. It's very rare for somebody to do that.
It is here too, but the closer you get to town, the worse the theft gets.
Yeah, our area is very safe as far as crime. Like it's very low. Sarah said he acts like I have 75 keychains. I'm not going to take this keychain shaming.
Do you have two key fobs for your car, for your Escape, or?
Yeah, I got one, and she's got one.
And no, you got an Escape, right?
Yeah, see, look, and this is Sarah's. There's not even any keys on there. It's just a bunch of key rings.
Oh, she got
And then
that
I got
cover.
yeah, and then we got different colored key fobs because I bought some like silicone covers for him.
Yeah.
Has anybody else gotten used to grocery prices yet?
No, fuck no.
Like every time I leave, I'm reading the receipt because it's like, what the fuck? I bought $35 worth of shit and it cost me $70.
Yeah.
And I use it for
Yeah.
you.
Dude, trust me, I feel your pain.
Joe printed me this, got my name. Laura got this for me in Germany. And
I go to the store, grab a few things, and I'm spending $100. It's like, what the hell?
We go market. The first place we go is the reduced.
Yeah, and the messed up part is grocery prices will never go down. Like gas prices will go down, but grocery prices, once they go up, they stay up. They don't never come back down.
Oh yeah, a lot of companies are doing that these days. That's the model they're following. Let's same with car prices and stuff.
Oh, it's that shrinkflation. Have you seen the size of a family-sized bag of potato chips now? It's like the size of a regular bag of potato chips, but they're calling it family size now.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, no, that's not the big size. That's
Well, the ordinary size used to be 50 grams, and now they're only 35.
get your grams and get the fuck out of my country.
I can't remember what they were in.
Sometimes I crack me up just the instantaneous anger and vitriol. Just
Oh,
get that.
dude, you went to town on them blueberries, bro. Fucking Doug ate all his blueberries and greens, man. He ate the whole damn bowl this time. Little piggy. How far is Walmart from your house?
Oh, about 15 minutes, but it's only a couple miles. It's just I got lights to set through.
Yeah, same here. I'm right between our two. Our two Walmarts are exactly 5.5 miles apart. So, and I live right in between both of them, so I can go to either one about the same amount of time. No, actually, I would say the newer Walmart's probably a little quicker to get to, a little bit less lights. I don't ever go to the old one anyway. We rarely go to that one, the old ghetto Walmart.
And I could have come over here to Dollar General and gotten quite a bit of this stuff, but
Douglas, you can come out, buddy.
Dinner time.
Hey, Justin,
Huh?
have you seen the film called Fuse?
Fuse.
F-U-Z-E.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's worth watching by the looks of it.
What's it on?
Sky.
Well, we're watching it on Sky. I don't know where else it is.
What's it about?
It's very similar to The Gentleman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like those movies.
It's a good
Yeah.
film. I watched it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Then. I'm always looking for new movies or shows to watch. I've actually been on a kind of a I've been watching a lot of older TV shows that I haven't watched in years. Like I've been watching King of Queens.
Uh-huh.
I went through and watched all the seasons of The Shield again and got through those.
I did that with Max Headroom the other day. Watched through. Well,
dude, I wish the FCC would just come out and say, we're not going to charge you, just come forward and give them immunity so we can figure out who the fuck that was if they're still, because they asked them, they think there was 3 people involved in total.
yeah, I don't give a crap about that. I'm talking about I watched the actual Max Headroom show.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't watching the friggin' pirate Halloween mask guy.
No, but I want to know who it was, though.
I don't care. We had a thing like that around here where we had a Bigfoot scare. It was somebody wearing a werewolf mask and a fur coat, I'm pretty sure, banging on windows. That was back in the late 70s, early 80s. And they never caught that person here.
Yeah, and sometimes when people do shit like that, they might be dead and never told anybody. Or
Yeah, I had a scary one a few years ago. Somebody banging on the door, dressed in this really scary Halloween mask. God, jeez, it was so scary. And then I realized it was the mother-in-law.
I was getting ready to say, and you married her.
it was the mother-in-law wearing a Laura mask.
He doesn't fucking need to.
They look alike that much.
I love my mother-in-law.
Don't tell the wife.
I'd feel guilty about saying anything bad to her.
Well, you're a lucky man.
My wife
I've
knows
got
I
to admit,
love Mom.
I've got to admit, my mother-in-law's pretty good as well.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's cool, but I don't know. She just irritates me sometimes.
Nope.
That's in the contract, though, isn't it?
I have to agree with Randy on that one.
Not mine.
I was kind of lucky. My mother-in-law was 6,500 miles away.
I mean, I don't dislike her, but she's just irritates me sometimes by the stuff she does. But she treats me good, but some of the shit she does is irritating.
You're gonna run like and every family member is like that to a certain extent. Yeah, I see you, man.
Like, she's got a dog, and the dog will like piss on something, and she won't even clean it off. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's
just bad.
Then you get. I mean, they're not dirty people, but I don't understand it. Like, can you smell that?
I don't know. If you're not picking up dog piss and dog shit off your floor, that's pretty dirty to me.
Well, I don't know if it's like that, but like a year and a half ago, I went over there for dinner, and I sat down on the couch, and my fucking ass got wet. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I smelled it.
You know what that is? You know what that is? They've gone nose blind.
Yep, step blindness.
Well, even that. Look, if I tell you I just sat in dog piss, it stinks. I leave your house to go home and change. Like, I literally got in my car and took my fucking pants and boxers off and drove home on my ass.
Listen, if you tell us that you went back to her house and sat in it again, that's on you.
No, I went home. I went back, picked my wife up, and went home.
I totally thought that's where the story was going to, Donald.
And like, she didn't. I asked my wife. I said, Did they try to clean the couch or scrub that out of the couch? I don't think so. I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, and then you wonder why I don't want my kids over there.
Yeah, people do go nose blind though.
But they're not like inherently dirty people. I don't know. It just, like I said, it just does shit that fucking irritating. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm a bad guy if I say something about it.
Yeah, I've been in people's houses before, and then you walk in, you're just like, "Oh my god!"
You know,
and they don't smell it.
Yeah, Dusty's in-laws are probably at home having a conversation the opposite way. That fucking Dusty's so fucking clean. He gets germs all the time, gets bugs.
That's one reason why I don't know. I refuse to have animals in the house. Like, I like to be able to roll around on my carpet, my floors, and not worry about getting hair on you or laying on a spot that a dog might accidentally had an accident in.
Okay, there's a big difference between hair and shit.
Yeah.
I don't mind a little bit of dog hair.
How did we simply get
Well, I'm saying, like, not rolling shit, but if like they had an accident on your floor and you clean it up, it's impossible to get every bit of it up. You know what I mean?
I bet you go over to Randy's house. He's like, "I'm gonna need you to shower and take your shoes off before you walk in."
Take your shoes off.
On the bunny suit.
Take your shoes off, yes, but no, you don't have
on
to
the
shower.
bunny suit.
Yeah.
If you come over and and you smell like dog piss. I don't want you sitting on my furniture.
Now I gotta get stuff out.
That's
and
Justin not
inside,
being
and it's
invited
raining.
over.
The rain picked up. Hey, what if I run inside real quick? I'll leave you guys out here. Can you guys, each of you, grab a bag and carry it in for me?
Yeah. Be right behind you.
Listen, I don't need the smart ass responses. I'm trying to think of solutions here.
I said I'll be right behind you. Go ahead.
That's a scary thought, isn't it?
Just leave the unrefrigerated stuff because it might be a while before I get there.
All right, I guess I'm getting wet. And you guys can go in my pocket. Hope you enjoy it.
What's that smell?
Smells like ass in here.
Ass and sweaty bollocks.
Well, you're in my front pocket, so it must be from leftover anal sex.
Oh God.
All right, let's see if I can do
Cheers,
this all
Donald.
in one trip. Here we go. Bugger. All right. One of the Walmart bags handle slipped off, and that has a gallon of tea.
I did tell him I was eating my dinner, didn't I?
That probably smells like ass too.
Don't know. You got a spicy ass?
Depends on how you look at it.
Gonna be honest, I wouldn't be looking at it.
Yeah.
I hate it when I download something from Maker World and it pulls it into my to the build plate and it's got no color in it. Like it's colored in the fucking advertisement. Why isn't it colored when you pull it in?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, people will take
Instead of-
photos.
of the finished painted article. Yeah.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Well, it's like I was complaining about yesterday. People will post a print and it'll be like, oh, this is a modular print, but then they only give you 2 of the 10 pieces that you need to build it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
It's
And,
like,
I'm
don't
trying-
show me the picture of the entire finished product if you're not going to provide all the print files for it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Like this sign is it's got raised lettering. And like it's all black. It shows the face of the lettering colored and is yellow. Well, I pulled the bill plate, it's all black, and it will not allow me to just color the face of the lettering. I mean, I guess I can use layer, but I should be able to click on the face of the lettering and just color it, you know? With the fill
That's
tool.
because you've got to add another filament in the thing, haven't you?
No,
In
I
your
got
list.
the filament. Oh yeah, okay. I had to click on it. You're right.
Yeah.
No. The fill tool is not. No, it still didn't work. If I click on the face of the lettering with the fill tool, it should just color the face of the lettering.
Can you
But
share it?
It's colored. Yeah. Hold on. I'm on my phone right now. Let me pull up my. The fill tool.
By the way, Justin, your problem yesterday when I used Yegi to look at skate ramps, every one of them was exactly the same.
I actually ended up finally finding one buried in Lake around. It's pretty cool. And they actually have all the pieces. So that's the one I'm going to end up doing now. This one was a big modular one, and that guy actually had all the pieces for it.
Zoom is going really slow or something. It says host has joined. We've let them know you're here. And it's got the loading sign.
Hold on. Let me admit you.
He
I
didn't.
don't
He
think-
hasn't given anybody co-host. That's why.
Yeah,
Fucking useless he is.
That's
completely
why.
forgot.
Fucking worse than that Paul Murray is.
I think everybody should be co-host. The only one I didn't give it to is Donald because I don't know if he's gonna sound. He goes in.
Speaker.
No, so you get your shit, you can put him in the waiting room.
I don't know why it does that. It changes my speaker to my mic.
You go into your audio in the computer and just disable the microphone or the audio for the audio for your microphone, and then it will never be able to switch to it unless you reactivate it in settings.
That always pisses me off. That when you plug a new monitor in, it goes, it adds audio. It's like the monitor doesn't have speakers. What you fucking doing?
Right.
My monitor's got speakers, but I disabled them because they sound like shit. So,
So where do I go, Justin? Bluetooth and devices or system?
all right. So you go into
Sound recommended settings.
Control panel, device manager.
No, you don't have to do all that.
I just went into
Go to
settings.
sound, and then you're going to go down to advanced sound devices,
Sound.
and then yeah, in your
Right.
settings.
So wait up. Right click on the little speaker in your
Advanced. I see it.
taskbar.
Oh, let me
All
share
sound
this.
devices, volume mixer, troubleshoot common sound problems.
So you go down to advanced down at the bottom,
Yeah.
and then you can click on it and hit don't allow whichever device. So you need to find not your microphone, but you need to disable the speaker side of the microphone. Find it up here where it says
Yeah.
and just
Stop
click
sharing,
on it and
Justin.
just click don't allow. And then it will disable it until you ever go back. You have to go back in there and re-enable it if you ever want to use it again.
All right. Show me where to go because I was looking at my I wasn't looking at yours.
Go to sound in your settings, and then go down to advanced sound settings.
Yeah, I see advanced right here.
Yeah, click on okay. Now
All
go
devices.
up. Oh, no, go up, go up.
Hold on.
Okay. Wait, hold
This
on.
is an ass way around of doing it.
And then click on. Keep going up. Where's your inputs?
Input right here. No, I want
It's
output.
not input, it's
No, you
output.
want output.
No,
Okay.
right. Randy,
Now go to
Randy,
your,
just stop sharing a minute, Randy.
and then
Let me,
click on.
let me show you the
whatever-
easy way.
The FIFA microphone. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one that I don't
Then
want.
just click on it and then hit don't allow. Click on the little arrow
Okay, right there. Yeah.
and then
That's
hit
all I-
don't allow, and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, don't allow. Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to clean while you were doing that.
Stop sharing, Randy. For future reference, just go to your desktop.
Click on a little speaker.
Yeah.
Accessibility.
Got this little speaker here. Right click it. You see where it says sounds?
I don't know. Are you on Windows
And then
10 or 11?
Yours are on the top.
In
Mine's on
Windows
the
11
bottom.
as well. It opens this little box. Go to playback. Find it here. And then you right click it, disable or enable. Done.
So you right click on the speaker and then click what? Sound settings?
Sounds. Not open sound settings, you want sounds.
I have to do it. But it's free.
And then it brings up that little sound box.
I don't have that. It just says sound settings, open volume mixer, troubleshoot sound problems. When I right click on the speaker.
That is weird.
What Windows do you have?
I've got Windows 10 and 11.
Yeah, but Windows 10 and 11, a lot of those settings are either labeled different or they're completely in different spot of it.
Oh, wrong screen. Hold on.
That's why I have issues walking people through Windows 10 sometimes because I got to remember what the verbiage is because sometimes they completely call it something different.
See the speaker down here, David?
Yeah.
I right click on it. I got troubleshoot sound
Right,
problems.
click open
volume
sound.
mixer.
That one.
Sound settings?
Yeah.
Or open volume mixer.
Sound settings.
It takes me to the screen that I was just at. So I can do it that way too. Okay.
Right. So with that,
there's about 4 different ways you can do it, but those are the best.
This is the screen that it pulls up.
yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry about that. We'll skip that now. Right. So with your plaque thing, you're doing.
Well, right here is where I turned it off and back on.
Yeah. X top right. The X. Right. You see there? Slice it. For 3 hours.
Slice it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
there's the color.
There you go.
Why the hell does it do? Why can't you see it in the repair tab?
Because Bamboo are assholes and they keep making fucking changes that don't make sense.
One color change. Look, this is the official man card.
Justin don't need one of them.
Official man card. Oh shit.
Don't matter, you've sliced it anyway, so if you just click preview, it's back there.
This certifies that you are a man revoked upon sissy behavior.
I'm not sure why you would need that card though.
I just think it's cool.
Hey, you know the guy that was, remember the guy
Randy,
a couple of
what you
years ago?
should do, Randy, what you should do is rotate it, yeah, and on the other side, you do, this is your gay card. This supersedes your man card on the other side, right?
Yeah,
and just
right.
just leave them in random places so that people pick them up.
Like,
You know
oh,
what's
cool.
you know what's really funny is you remember those white privilege cards that people were carrying around as jokes a couple years ago?
Yeah.
You know the guy that was making them was actually black.
It doesn't surprise me.
Really, white privilege
It really
card?
does not surprise me.
The guy was selling white privilege cards, and he was actually a black dude that owned the company that was selling them.
It's like yesterday they had the gay pride in Blackpool, and the committee, every one of them is straight. Not one of them is gay.
Don't surprise me. Like all the politicians over here. That's what it sounds like.
It
All
fucking
making
makes me laugh.
policies. Yeah, everybody over here is trying to make policies for groups that they don't even have any involvement in.
Exactly.
Same thing, like I said, when those activist groups got the Washington Redskins to change their names, and none of them had anything to do with the Indians. They were just speaking for a group that they thought was being oppressed.
Yep.
So when you could go to my buddy's family's reservation in Oklahoma, where his family's originally from, because they're full-blood Indian, and there's fucking Redskins memorabilia all over the damn reservation. They're big fucking Redskins fans. They loved it. I remember we went there I went with my buddies to his families in Oklahoma for the summer a couple of years when I was
I'll
a
tell
kid.
you what.
And
All
they had
these
Redskins shit everywhere.
yeah, all these politicians doing this shit, they better not turn up at Deepdale.
Yeah, they didn't make the Patriots change their name or the Cowboys.
That's what I'm saying. Like half these activist groups aren't even part of these groups that they're trying to defend.
No.
And it's like, if they don't have a problem with it, why the fuck do you?
I mean, how many times have you heard a black person say the N word? Yet we can't use it.
Yeah, they use it automatically for each other.
Yeah.
I slap my nephews and nieces when I hear them say it because they're half black. I mean, like, you guys sound like morons. Makes you sound uneducated and stupid.
Yeah, they can say it, but let someone else say it. It's like the end of
It
the
depends on where you
world.
live. In North Carolina, dude, it was very common for white people to be throwing the N word out left and right, and they didn't care. Black people there didn't give a shit.
Yeah, it happens
Well,
over here
you
as
don't
well.
you don't give a shit over here. You'll just get the odd one or two that will be like, "Oh, I'm offended by that."
Well, I understand like if you call somebody that word, 100%. But like if you're like say you're
it's in the
quoting a
way
movie
that you
line or
use
something.
it.
Why do you guys want to say it so bad?
We don't. We're just saying how that's an offensive word for us to use, but not for them.
Okay.
We had the same thing with the Pakistanis calling them Pakis.
Yeah.
But most of them weren't even Pakistani. They were either Bangladeshi or Indian or whatever. They just all got referred to as Pakis.
Could
So
you imagine?
do you call them bangers and mash?
No.
I had bangers and mash the other night.
Yeah, but could you imagine those people going to Deepdale when we start singing "Come On, You Whites"? Because we play in
Justin,
white.
do you know what bangers and mash is?
Hey? Bangers and mash?
I was asking if Justin knows bangers and mash.
I'll be pretty shocked if he doesn't.
I don't know what it is.
Sausages and mashed potato.
Yeah, it's not it's not an American.
Bangers are actually a brand.
We call bangers is like headbangers, like the heavy metal dudes in school.
Oh no, we got them. We got headbangers.
Yeah, we got that as well. But a banger is a sausage.
Or it could be a gangbanger.
No, I've
Depends on
heard
where
y'all
you're at.
talk about that before.
Yeah, sausage and mash or pie and mash shops are pretty big round down here.
Are you going to do your sausages in beef and onion gravy?
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Beer.
Don't forget the liquor gravy.
Fry up your sausages and hold them in beer.
You don't have to fry them. Just kind of casserole them if you want with gravy, granules.
You want to get some browning on the outside of your sausages, don't you?
You don't
Get some
have to.
caramelization going on.
Well, you do eventually.
But you don't have to. I mean, I did.
More of a personal preference thing.
Justin,
I
take the
actually
sign out.
sausages in the air
Yeah, I know
fryer.
you don't have to.
And then
You also don't have to cook them if you don't mind a little bit of food poisoning.
raw. I like eating raw sausages.
This is a bathroom, not an internet
Raw
cafe. Shit and
sausages or raw pre-cooked sausages?
Raw sausages.
Mm.
This is a sign that says only you can prevent work beatings.
Yeah, don't work.
Players with short bats, please stand closer to the plate. And it's got a dude pissing in the toilet, but he's pissing on the floor.
Or we normally have so like Manchester United will have a guy pissing on a Manchester City shirt. And we stick them around everywhere.
Well, fellas, I'm gonna hop off. I'll see you guys later.
Catch you later.
Justin, you gonna do a stream later, or you gonna see what's going on with Paul?
I'll probably restart it at 5. I'm gonna jump off too, guys, because I want to take a little break.
All right,
It's
catch
already
you later.
almost 3 o'clock, so I'll be back at 5. So I doubt Paul's gonna be home by then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and do some Euro trucking.
All right, okay.